going. We're here. Hi.
Liverpool.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, everyone
Apparently-
on the internet.
Apparently stuff wasn't updated, but it's updated now. I don't know why it wasn't.
Are we not live?
No, we are.
Oh.
Just I mentioned.
Are we live?
Yes, we're live. The character stuff wasn't updated. It didn't have
We'll
the
do
correct
it
levels
live.
for some reason. Even though it's been updated for like a couple of weeks on my computer, apparently it didn't.
Wait, so Brendan, is this
Who knows
thing
about
recording or not?
Yes,
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
I don't see the red circle. This is bullshit.
Well, you can see the purple dot on Discord. That means I'm
Connected
live.
to-
Do they even know that we're here? Quick, say something that only the Elyssia stream would know.
Uh,
I'm the DM and I don't know.
What are our sponsors? Go.
Oh, snap! I don't even have my phone.
That's not
Wait,
even-
wait, wait.
Legends.
I mean,
Shadow
that-
Legends, that's all
that's
that
not
matters.
anything that is exclusive to the Elyssia stream.
There we go. I got
Everyone's
it.
sponsored
This is
by
a big
them.
one.
Nick
Very
and
just,
Melissa's
it wasn't
special.
All
both.
right,
It was
here we
the
go.
concept of both.
We're
Thank
rocking
you
it.
very much.
Raid
That's
Shadow
true,
Legend,
yeah.
Surfshark, NordVPN, Arby's, Adam
We
and
have both
Eve.
of
Make
the
sure you
VPNs,
use
though.
the code Nick and Melissa Special Day to get a discount.
It's been 2 years and it's still available, everyone.
It's a very special
still-
day.
It's a very
Still have
special
stock.
day.
It's
They built
one
these
really,
specific-
really
They built
long
these specific
day.
items and nobody has bought them, so they bundled
Yeah.
them together to release.
A lot of these
this
items were
bundle.
discontinued, but it doesn't matter. You can still
I
buy
would
them.
love to know if anyone's legit tried that at one point.
They might just give you something at this point. All right, Community Season 7. The concept of boats. Exandria Unlimited, the other game that's been over for like a really long
Yeah, they
time.
ended that like a couple years ago, right?
Like a year ago, I think.
The Critical Role Bakery Critical Roles.
They still need to make it. I swear that needs
They
to
will. They're
exist.
gonna make Critical Role
Yeah.
World, man. They've
Yeah,
got a
yeah.
theme
Yeah,
park
honestly,
idea in the
like
works.
they gotta
Yeah,
do it. They gotta
Cleo the dog. Cleo the dog's on
Yeah.
here. Discovery Channel Shark Week is one of our sponsors. Disney Pixar and their Pixar
Right.
movie. I don't know,
Bugs Life.
Bugs
Yeah.
Life and the Bugs
It,
Life.
it was some.
The 1995 movie.
Yep.
It's
Anyway.
sponsoring our
Sponsoring
stream.
The
people.
movie that they
Yeah.
don't talk about at all.
Yeah, The Purge. Just The Purge is a sponsor.
Right
Crafts.
after Victor.
Yes, yeah, just there you go. Go
Disney
out and kill
Pixar's The
somebody
Purge.
today. Yep. It's when Purge
At some point, they'll own
items
it. You
come
know?
to life.
It is
It's
Disney.
it's the Toy Story universe, but during the Purge.
We already had that movie. It's called Toy Soldiers.
Oh, you know what they did?
Small soldiers.
The Small
It's
Soldiers. Thank you.
it's what happened to Sid at the end of the first movie where they just murdered him or something. Craft Singles is one of our sponsors. Lawnmower 3.0 by Manscaped.
Oh
Get
my
your
God.
there you
stuff
go.
together. A 7-layer taco dip, not any particular one. The Dale Special, that's a tie-in from the Elyssia stream.
There we go.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's all.
Sponsoring ourselves
Speaking
now.
of Dale Special, every single pizza restaurant in existence sponsors this show. As well as Wendy's Frosties, Popeyes, DraftKings. You
Yeah,
can
chicken for
bet
breakfast.
on who's gonna roll the most dice today and win something.
Could you
And
imagine if
the-
they did that? You could bet on
Doctors?
D&D campaign.
That'd be amazing, actually.
Don't put them past
That-
it.
It's it.
Honestly,
You know,
if they
DraftKings.
could get like roll 20 in on that and just be like, yo,
All right.
if any of your characters
Business
die,
venture.
we're paying out.
DraftKings
Vice
is.
Kings is what
or-
you call it, and
You
your
guys-
TRPG gambling service.
They already
God.
let you gamble on WWE, which is just a TV show, mind
Yeah.
you.
It's just reality TV.
So it's just like that's
It'd be
not too
essentially
far off.
Honestly-
doing gambling on The Bachelor. That's
Yeah,
essentially what
people
they'd
would
be
do it if they made Bachelor gambling. People would do it. Who's
Oh,
going home at
absolutely.
what
Oh,
time?
I'm
when,
sure
all that
people
shit.
do gamble.
I think they
on
already
the
do
Bachelor.
it.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure
I think
people
they
are
already
like,
do it.
who's
Squares.
being voted out first? Who's being, who's making it to the end? Put your bets in.
Also-
Give us the
They
money.
eliminate
let's
like
go.
9 people in the first episode.
Our last two,
Yeah.
our last two sponsors are Doctors, the Real Heroes,
Mhm.
and then finally Waluigi's Sexy Adventure, the newest game by Nintendo VR.
I don't
Uh,
remember that one.
no.
Oh, my VR even better. I don't remember that.
Yeah, no, that's the
Yeah.
last one. That's the last one.
When did that happen?
I don't know,
Well,
but it's
what
on
is
my
for our
list, and I
final
don't put it
episode?
in.
I'm gonna task you, Brendan, with making a collage of all of our sponsors that we can just have up somewhere in the
I
background.
have a running note. And
Beautiful.
So I will send it to you, and then you can just have it.
Okay, well, before this goes any more ridiculously off the rails and careens down off the coast,
Still not 8 o'clock.
Still not 8 though.
we die. It's still not 8.
We're a little early
Let's
still.
go ahead and get started
Somehow.
with our
Ooh.
stream tonight.
Do it.
So last session, the party continued their way through the city of Lake Town towards the docks. There's a small encounter that Azrael, Ruma, Darby, and Sentinel dealt with as Dr. Watts was talking with the leader of the Dracokin, kind of figured out what was going on up there. He opted to look at some of their people, and for his help, they just gave him one of the boats that they commandeered. And they're like, "Here, we don't need it. Just take a boat." And they're like, "Great, got a boat." So the rest of the party showed up. There's some light conversation, and then a bunch of dragon fire exploded. Azrael caught some guys sneaking underneath the docks, and they basically set off a bomb. And all of Lakeland started burning to the ground. Party had to flee in their boat. The Dracokin fled. Ezra went with with her cousin, who's the leader. They sailed away, and the party continued making their way for the wastes, with a promise that Ezra was going to inform Queen Morgan of what happened and kind of absolve the party of, having to deal with that. So party arrived at the wastes. They did some wandering in the ice bitter cold. Basically, it's a giant sheet of like ice with a bunch of snow on it, and bitter, horrible cold. They found a lake with some dead bodies that were completely frozen, just all around and in it. They found the bones of an ancient white dragon, Architosh the Defiler, the dragon that was strangled to death by Meepo, which Dr. Watts took some dragon bone fragments from for a potion at another time.
Yeah.
But, a little bit of interesting lore there. And then the party finally made their way to the Sanctum of the Guardian Fowl, where they saw Sir Ambrose waiting for them. He did not interact with the party until it was exactly 7 days from when he told them 7 days henceforth, in which he then challenged Sentinel to a battle. And the party joined in. They fought Sir Ambrose. They defeated him in battle, and he said, "All right, I'm giving you access to the Sanctum of the Guardian Fowl," and that's where we ended everything last night. So I'm gonna get some music going.
Actually killed, bested onto him. He was not killed.
Yes.
He was just bested in combat.
He was bested.
Who was that? That was
Barely.
Ruma that got the final hit.
Barely bested. That
Yeah,
was
barely bested.
quite
It was
close call.
real close.
I have 12 HP.
I was not hurt at all.
I mean, I'm doing like kind of okay, but I also spent literally everything. So
We can't really gauge on the party success on whether Jamie was hurt or not, considering the fact Jamie is literally never hurt. So
yeah, he's kind of designed to just never get hit.
I don't want to get hit. Why would I want this?
I mean,
I'm saying
that's
you'd want it. I'm just saying
yeah.
our success, like you being hit, isn't in the win or loss column.
The
I'm-
entire
I
party
think
could
it's a
die,
win.
and Dr. Watts would take no damage, and that does not make it a successful combat.
I think it makes it a success.
I
Dr.
It makes it a
Watts
success
makes
for
it a
you.
success. Thank you, Sentinel.
Because
Thank
if
you.
Dr. Watts is getting hit, then we're dead.
Yeah, that's
All
true.
of us-
Actually, I think it's hit.
So much
What
earlier.
do you mean? We're fine with my blood potion. We're good.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Sure. All right.
Uh.
We'll try it out. Next time I'm gonna go. I'll do Cat's Cradle while you guys get your ass kicked.
Just do an experiment in the background.
Yeah, just hang out.
All right. You guys follow Sir Ambrose inside the mountain into the Sanctum of the Guardian Fowl. What looks to be just a regular old-fashioned cave soon turns into a stone kind of shrine, etched with images and depictions of Guardian Fowl history and lore long past. A large stone door stands between you and the inner of the sanctum, in which Sir Ambrose approaches, and it seems to open on its own without so much as a touch or a lever or mechanism. Blue flames light your way into the sanctum. Ambrose has walked this long path many times, but to you, it is a strange and mysterious experience. So you have entered into the sanctum, and as you walk around this raised platform with nothing but a darkness below, Ambrose leads you to a centralized altar hovering above this abyss. Around the altar, there are 8 statues, each with their own smaller altar present, pointed towards the center of the chamber. A likeness of the guardian fowl they represent is present. That is what the statue is. Ghostly visages flicker amongst their marble likeness. However, only 2 of the statues lack this feature. The one that represents Ambrose, who stands next to you, and the other one that represents Jabril. The rest of the names amongst the statues in order read Crayfor, Bilfid, Uthor, Stibis, Ambrose, Tulia, Elmina, and Jabril. Ambrose stands by the altar in the likeness of the first guardian fowl. The ghost of a white-feathered chicken awakens from it, sees the party, and floats down to your level. Well met, it says. I am Crayfor, the first of the guardian fowls, and I welcome you and friends.
Thank you, Crayfor. We're honored to be here.
Oh, it is an honor to have you here. It is not every day that we have a guardian fowl walk into these sanctum's walls. Well, it has been many 100 years before a living guardian fowl have ever stepped foot in such a place.
What about Sir
Wait,
Ambrose?
what about...
Oh,
He's
Sir,
in
He's not been in here for a while? He's just standing outside for...
Sir Ambrose is just a vestige, a ghostly one, as we all are, since there are no remaining guardian fowls alive except for you, Sentinel.
What about
That's an,
Jabril?
that's an interesting thing to say.
What about...
No way.
In what? Even
High water.
In
Nugs?
in Nugs too? No, I don't think so. Nugs is
No.
on his way.
I do not know of a Nugs, but the last of our kind, the most recent of guardian fowls, Jabril, is also a spirit who walks this earth. Ambrose and her have decided that they do not wish to chain their spiritual coils to the sanctum to continue the protection of C-19, or Kalis, or Elyssia, however you wish to call it, and have instead decided to walk amongst the people to serve their protection. Such is the nature of our lives right now, since the beckonings keep our spirits bound to this earth.
So you're saying that if beckonings were gone, then you guys would be released?
The guardian fowls would be complete, our mission fulfilled, and we would ascend to whatever higher plane that is available for us. As of now, though, we remain chained onto the ground, trapped here within a land, thanks to a strange magic that has impeded our own magical makeup, one that you may be very keenly aware of, Sentinel.
Yeah, I've had some experience.
It is a excellent thing that you have arrived. Your journey and mission here have been long foretold amongst Guardian Fowl kind. Even before we all perished, back during the great wars between Anne and Peter. But I believe you have come for something else as well, for such things have been foretold too.
Yes. I mean, one, I'm a little curious about myself and where we all come from, but we are kind of on a journey to end the beckonings.
Ah, good, as they should be. Infernal magics wasted upon this world by Peter and his hubris. You seek the map piece that we hold that was entrusted to us long, long ago.
Do you guys still have it?
I do on my person. Would you like it?
I taking a second after taking in the fact that advancing through this wood, in just getting to meet some guardian fowls, it is a heavy thing on his mind that he may lose that in advancing towards the beckoning, but knowing that it's the right thing. So yeah, yes.
Good, I will give it to you. And you see Crafer like lift his head up and do that like bird like regurgitation thing where it's just like choking and you just see a massive and this map piece just like vomits out of its beak onto the ground and it's all like covered in like gross like saliva and like bird gunk and stuff like that. But it's there for you.
I'll just cast prestidigitation on it to clean it real quick.
It is now a nice and clean map piece.
Thank you. Oh, Doug. hey, that was easy.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, go ahead and
that was...
grab the map piece.
Sentinel just goes, all right, bye.
All right, yeah, that's everything we needed here. I mean,
you guys now have the final map piece.
Arthur will bring the rest of the completed map out to present to Sentinel, or if Sentinel passes me the piece, I'll unite them to form the full map.
Yeah, if we can lay it all out.
Upon the two pieces of the map connecting to each other, it immediately joins with the other ones, creating a full and completed map of the Vanetirian Peninsula, or how the Vanetirian Peninsula looked when this map was created. Now that all the pieces are together, the lines that connect the pieces begin to glow a faint blue, and they converge on a centralized spot over a mountain range to the northeast of the Vanetirian Peninsula, the Dragon Reach Mountains. And that is where X marks the spot.
have some
I see you've completed it. Congratulations. It is a good thing to see such a piece together.
Do you know anything about these Dragon Reach Mountains, or?
Oh, the Dragon Reach Mountains currently house the dwarves. They have long burrowed and dug their massive empires through there. Businesses! That is where Anvil and Shield Company both have their headquarters.
Do you have any idea why this is the spot marked on this map?
I can only assume that is where the thing that will end the beckonings is located, though I do not know what thing is, for I was granted the map piece by an elf many, many years ago.
Interesting.
Is there anything that you may be interested about yourself, Sentinel? For there are very few guardian fowls that would be able to impart great teachings and lore to you.
Where do we come from? The goddess has been sort of demystified in some recent experiences, and
Yes, an excellent question. It is true that we are not of the goddess as many have said in the legends, though we did align with her back during the Great Wars many thousands of years ago, back when she was just known as a young mortal girl. We come from the Archons, during a time when such things were created for good and to be protected. And that is why we were instated, to ensure that the lands of C-19 would remain eternally protected from any harm or evil that could come their way. Unfortunately, our very creators turned out to be the evil that would befell the land. Their greed and jealousy, their hatred for one another soon manifested over the land. And unfortunately, not even us, beings with exceptional powers, could deal with such running emotions.
what happened to all the guardian fowls? I can't believe I'm the only one.
The great battles during the First Beckoning, we had aligned ourselves with An, fearing that Peter would seek to change C-19 in his own image, in his own hubris. She was the one that wanted to preserve things. She simply wished to return to her own home. And during those great battles, on those fields of valor, we were eventually all slain. A guardian fowl is an incredibly powerful being, capable of doing amazing things, and performing miracles, some could say. But against hordes of an enemy that wishes to see you dead, or mindless creatures like undead that seek to kill anything in their path, even the most powerful of beings will waver, and a well-placed sword strike will fell even the most wonderful of creatures. All of us, from myself to Jibril, were killed during those great battles.
For context, those battles happened how many years ago? In World
2000?
Unknown, but
Is
thousands.
it- Yes,
Yes.
that's so weird. Why was Sentinel born so much later?
Yeah. That's a good question. Yeah, so why am I here?
I had hoped you would ask such a thing. Sentinel telling me, have you experienced strange things about yourself? Wild and unrelenting power that you do not seem capable of controlling.
Yes. When in the heat of battle, often, all sorts of things happen. And I've gotten better at it, but for the most part, it's like, juggling fire, and, only so much I can do to handle it.
It is a fire that burns deep inside of you, fueled by the very makeup of C-19 at this point. You were foretold to the Guardian Fowl, Sentinel. Back thousands of years ago, when we were mortal and still living, your coming was told to us. Your powers, you're growing into them, you said. You're accepting them. You're understanding them.
Yeah, somewhat.
Then perhaps now is time. Sentinel, though you bear the look of a guardian fowl, you have truly yet to be accepted into our ranks. You lack a statue within the sanctum. You lack anything but the dial out there in the great snows. Has that depicted your visage yet?
I'm trying to remember. Did it?
Yeah.
He was, yeah, he
I'm
was.
pretty sure it did.
No.
It was
Very
the newest
new,
and most
but
pristine
yes.
one, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All the other ones were relatively faded.
Yes. It was odd to see someone, aware of me.
The dial is a magical manifestation of our entire order. I cannot explain it, for it was created by the Archon Galore a long, long time ago. It depicts a guardian fowl when they are born, and becomes an image when they mature. To have you on there means that our order, whatever controls it, is ready to accept you into it. Though I fear what that may look like. There's a test for you, Sentinel. A test that all Guardian Fowls have faced when they were accepted into the Order. It will prove you beyond a mere bird. But I will warn you that such a test is fraught with dangers. And you will be facing a part of yourself that you may not even realize is there. It's a part that may change your very nature. A change that could cause you to kill every single one of your friends in this room, and you would have the power to do it. Are you prepared to face such a thing?
I take a long look at each of my friends.
Look, Sentinel, if it's any consolation, you could probably beat me right now, even if you wanted to. The rest of them, I don't know about that. Me, probably.
I've looked for my place in this world for a while, and I'm still searching for that in a little bit. But this seems like a good next step for my journey, so I accept.
Excellent. You, Sentinel, will become the last of the Guardian Fowl. The remaining one of us that will be a light and be able to truly defend this world. I am very happy to have a living Guardian Fowl amongst our sanctum again. If you will follow me, I will lead you to where the test is. And the rest of you are welcome to join. For Guardian Fowl, 8 of us did not face any challenge alone. And though there are no Guardian Fowl to stand with Sentinel in this moment, it does not mean that those he calls friends should not be able to stand with him as well. So if you will endure the trial with him, we shall permit it.
I would be honored.
Why not?
Rumor's at 12 HP. He might sit this one out.
Ah, an excellent point. Your combat with Sir Ambrose has probably left most of you weary from your battle.
Absolutely.
This test is not is not needed to happen at this exact moment, and we will go ahead and allow a rest in the meantime. So please, there unfortunately is not any accommodations here within the sanctum. It is a place to house the dead, but it is warm and free of the wastes cold, so make yourselves at home. And if you have any other questions for me, if you go up to that statue right over there, you may commune at any time you wish. Though I will warn the other guardian fowls amongst you may not be as conversational as I am.
Well,
And
thank
go
you,
ahead.
Crayfor, for all that you have done so far. And I look forward to showing you my power.
I look forward to seeing what you're able to do with it, Sentinel, or how it may consume you. Enjoy your rest. And Crayfor steps up onto the statue, and he kind of dissipates into it, and then you begin to see like the visage like float, like above the statue, kind of not like above it, but like over the statue, like it's kind of an overlay, a foggy overlay. So we've also, for our audience curious what's going on, Jamie is having internet issues, so he has dropped momentarily. Hopefully he will be joining us soon. If that is the case,
process of fixing camera.
okay, I was gonna say if that is the case, if
That's
someone
what
would
I
like to
thought it was
control
saying.
his character for a minute during the trial, I would highly recommend it, and hopefully he will be back joining us soon.
Oh no. Does there happen to be a shop for me to buy things in this sanctum for the
There
dead?
is no shop in the sanctum. There's just blue flame that will freeze your arm and a bunch of dead chickens. And you guys.
And a save point.
Yeah, and a save
And a
point.
save point. Yeah. So if you guys would like to save your game and rest, you are more than welcome to do that.
Room puts on his
Sentinel,
bunny
after that
slippers.
conversation, will turn around and just like give everybody a thumbs up. And it's like, did I do good? Did I like impress him or?
Everyone's up
You
in
know.
the spot.
You did great, Sentinel.
Thank you.
I think you made the right choice. I know, regardless of what Crayfor says, we know who you are. There's no power that would change that.
Yeah, we've made it through a lot and come out all right. So why not this one?
That's right.
Is there anything anyone would like to do in the sanctum? Any other questions for Crayfor before you take your rest? He is a seeming wealth of knowledge about both Guardian Fowl lore and the events of many thousands of years ago.
I guess the question I would ask if I had a chance to talk to him was that he mentioned that the Guardian Falls were created by Galore, and knowing that Galore is the Archon of Death, kind of that relationship beyond, was that something that Galore adopted after their creation, or was it kind of paramount in their design? I guess, just curiously.
The design of Galore, the design of the
The
Guardian.
design, I wouldn't imply that he would know the design of Galore is the design of the Guardian Fowl.
Ah.
Galore's known as the Archon of Death, so...
Galore is an interesting Archon. He goes by the Archon of Death, but in reality, he could be more described as the Archon of Life and Death. Hastir may have created things, but it was Galore who made the initial conditions viable to allow C19 to function. So Galore can not only create and give life, but Galore is capable of taking it away. And at some point, there is no reason to create life when life can simply create itself. So there is only need to take it.
Yeah, that's quite fair.
Do you, Azrael, reference that Galore is inside of you to create?
Would probably, just because he seems like somebody who just is inherently gives off, like, for lack of better terms, good juju. I probably would bring up the fact that we've actually encountered Galore before,
Oh.
and I've spoken to him, or it.
An impossibility. Galore was killed by Peter, who absorbed his entire existence to gain his powers. What you spoke to could only be an imposter.
Do I get that he believes that, or that he knows that? Could I infer that? Could I do a percent? I guess insight check?
Yeah, insight.
Insight me this
On
guy.
whether he
That's a
believes
good
it or he
question.
knows
My
it.
thing is, like, is he confident to be like, I know this to be true, or this is something I believe to be true?
Go ahead.
Insight. Let's go. Come on, baby. Ooh, that's as good as it's gonna get. That's a 22.
He knows of Galore's death, and then Crayfor follows up with, I am one of few that saw his dead body be buried.
Very interesting.
So what on earth inhabited me?
I
What would
don't.
what would benefit from lying? Interesting.
Well, there are plenty of people who benefit from lying. But to
All I
that,
know is it was seeking. Its bargain was it was seeking a vessel of some kind. Interesting. Good to know. I don't really know what else to ask. Does anybody else have any other questions that we need to know? Because obviously we know where we need to go. Somebody to stop the beckonings. We're trying to get this. Apparently it was a weapon. I guess for lack of better terms, I'd ask him if he knows what the map leads to. If he knows what we're looking for.
I do not. I only know that it is a item or being or creature of great power that is capable of ceasing the beckonings. Through what means eludes me.
Hmm.
I don't even know who created it.
Do you happen to know who's in charge of the other map pieces? Because this being that claimed to be Galore happened to lead us to our first piece.
So your question is, I'm sorry, what's your question again?
If-
Just
Basically,
If he knows who the other map piece holders were.
like who held the other map pieces, because I'm trying to clue to see if they would know who is claiming to be Galore, because like Galore was in the stone that led us to the
Yeah.
first one. So
unfortunately, no. We were never disclosed who would be given the other pieces, and over many years, I can imagine that they have changed hands to other owners at other times. This far north, few will venture to find something they do not know exists.
is no true words have been spoken.
Well, I wouldn't be here if the piece wasn't there.
Thank you. I don't think I have anything else.
Room at Darby or Sentinel, anything from you guys? Hey, he's back.
He
Yo.
returns. The prodigal
Room is
son.
sick of his mind getting blown. He just wants to roll with it and not learn anymore.
Room is just done.
Yeah.
Yes, he's back.
Ruma
Oh.
believes in entities, finds out they're like real but fake, and then it's just existential crisis after existential crisis. He's just chilling. He's along for the ride at this point.
Everything I know in my life is a lie.
You'd
But
like
not
to,
like
to
a
fill,
super lie.
to fill Dr. Watson and some of the new revelations. You may do that.
Yeah, so essentially, I can't remember when you dropped, but Sentinel's been given a charge to complete a challenge that could make him powerful enough to kill all of us. But we're
cool.
allowed to help him. And the DM was very explicit that if you were unavailable, that someone would need to control your character to help us get through it, because it's going to be a very hard challenge.
Dang.
After that, I started talking to the Guardian Fowl spirit and asked him a couple of questions, because he mentioned Galore was the one who created the Guardian Fowls, and I remember I had that encounter with Galore, and he was adamant that that was impossible for me to have had an encounter with Galore, because Galore is dead and he saw him die. So whoever I did encounter, who helped us find that first map piece, is an imposter of some kind.
They're
It's
inside
someone
your
else.
head.
Yes, who is no longer speaking to me. Is there, but not really.
It
kind
has
of
been
like
spoken for a
dormant.
long time.
And went dormant shortly after we found the first map piece.
Huh. So it looks like there's some, reasons for not letting random people invade your head.
Well, when I was faced with the choice of can I find the thing that's going to save everybody and all humanity, but I have to have something in my head, I kind of thought that was the best of the options.
Oh, look where we're at.
Yeah, with a
You've
full
been
map.
hoodwinked and bamboozled. Now you gotta feel silly.
Yeah.
I feel this length of the journey has just been vindication for Dr. Jamie Watt. So unlike Ruba, he feels so good about hearing all of this stuff. Though he's a little confused about the Guardian Files being dead, seeing as like I've seen
with
the
both.
other one. Yeah.
Well, that is quite interesting.
I don't think I've ever treated them, so I guess I don't know.
That's
Yeah,
not
they
a
may
sentinel.
work like their death might physiologically work different than other beings too.
Mhm.
Like, there's only 9 of them.
But I know I am very understanding of Sentinel's biology, as I
Yes, that is true. That is true.
So that's also, and I had said a while ago that I had been doing studies on you guys, and I've been doing so in order to help me heal you better. So that is interesting to me. Yeah. So if we're gonna, is there like a question that's being asked? Like, is there like a?
We're allowed to talk
We're- yeah,
to
we're
them
able
because
to
they're
talk.
giving us a rest. They're giving us a
Yeah.
long rest to heal
Oh.
up before the
All right.
challenge. But we can talk to Crayfor all we want to if we have any questions about.
Or any of the other Guardian Files if we really want to. Or any of the other spirit ones that are here.
I wonder if I have. Any
But he did mention that they might not be as receptive to talking to us as he is.
questions.
I'm trying to think if I have anything.
Guardian Files were around at the beginning of the Beckoning. They were all killed.
And Sentinel's essentially a prophecy of theirs. Like,
Yeah,
it's like some
He was
chosen one.
foretold to come.
But not to everybody, just a Guardian Fowl. Okay. I feel like there's something that I'm missing here. They're made by the Archons, that's a big one.
And The
Yep.
Archon's not the goddess. They just happen to be allied with the goddess.
Specifically Galore.
Huh. And they were around from the first iteration or the 18th iteration or something. I remember something in the
19,
monologue.
Yeah, so they were made during the 19th because this 19th iteration is the one that
What-
stuck around the longest.
Well, we're the
we're on
19th
right
right now. So they
Yes.
were made in the 18th, or were they made in the 19th just
No,
earlier
they were
on?
made in the 19th just thousands of years ago. So 19th has stuck around this whole time. So what we
Okay.
live
For
in
some
and
reason,
what
I
we
thought
got-
I heard that like they were from a different iteration of it.
No, they're from the current iteration.
Kalis 19.
Okay. Oh, well, I'm glad that we
C19.
didn't let that guy go.
Did we learn about Peter and I'm sorry, Anna?
Anna.
And,
Yes,
yeah,
that's the
Okay, we've
goddess
already went about
and
the goddess
Braska.
and Braska.
Okay,
They
okay.
were two mortals, but essentially what happened to Joel is they're two mortals who came to Elyssia and were given powers by
Gotcha.
the Archons, and then it basically became the creation myth where they
Mhm.
became the goddess and Braska when actually they were just people. Peter was like, "Yo, I'm a dick. I'm gonna try and take over the world and make it in my image," and Anna was like, "Please just let me go home. Stop killing people."
Yeah, I had to message Ethan on the side because we've talked lore before, and I'm like, I can't remember what Ruma in the group knows versus what I know, and I don't want to spoil shit.
If I remember correctly, too, didn't Peter kill some of the Archons, too?
Yes, and he absorbed their power.
Mhm.
Galore was one of them. Yeah, the Archon of
You
Life
found
and
out
Death.
he's basically killed every Archon except Sue. Supposedly Galore, which now I guess technically knew Galore. He absorbed Galore's power, and Gamar, and those are like the only and Hastir. Hastir was
we know Hastir
underneath
still
the
exists.
temple, but
Yeah, we basically learned that the person the Archon we admired the most, Sue, is just a giant coward. She just yeeted herself out, was like, I ain't dealing with this.
Like, nope, I don't want to be here.
I kind of already figured that
Yeah, well, it is what it
from
is.
the guy underneath the thing when he said that she ran. Dang. Okay. Well, yeah, I don't really have anything to talk to the Guardian Fowl about, particularly. As long as Sentinel's okay. This thing isn't gonna like kill him, right?
It didn't
the test
Yeah.
I do have
very well could,
one
but
question thinking about it, actually.
yes,
You said you've seen Galore get killed. You
Correct.
witnessed his death
Yes,
firsthand.
I did. We did. I did.
So, obviously that means that, as we already know, that the Archons can die.
Mm-hmm.
How did he die?
Simply put, he was ran through this chest with a soul by Peter. The Archons may appear to you to be immensely immortal beings of hyper and amazing powers, but they are no more mortal than the rest of us. Their bodies are just capable of accepting more of the energy that C19 produces.
Mm-hmm. Just wizards. It's always just wizards. And I've been saying that this whole
They're just 30th
Three
level
wizards in
wizard.
a trench coat.
Yeah.
It is interesting that I'm gonna go blank on you said Arisham, or what was the guy who's locked in that underwater
Past year.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's the one
Hastir.
locked away.
He his bonds are still holding, even though one of the people who imprisoned him is dead. Because it was Galore and Gamar who teamed up to imprison him.
But as we
his
can
bonds-
clearly see with Nugs, death doesn't really seem to change a whole lot of people's interacting with physical objects.
Very fair. That is very.
And when
fair.
we got beat up by a spirit.
Yeah,
Like-
like physically hit.
But he
And
had-
like Nugs is serving pizza. Like I watched her like she's
Serving pizza.
physically doing things.
She's sweeping the
Yeah.
streets and loves
Yes,
it,
she
too.
is.
that is fair. See, watch this, and Arthur's gonna slap Darby across the face with his ghost hand.
There
Ow.
you go.
Look at that.
You take 1 point of damage for that, Darby, that will be recovered at the end of the long
Yeah,
rest.
yeah, okay.
One
Thanks.
slap damage.
Didn't need the demonstration. We're well aware.
I'm just saying how obvious it should have been to me, I guess.
Yeah. So I think what's an interesting thing to take away here is that these guardian fowls don't really seem to have much of a like. If the beckonings are required for the guardian fowl, what's to say if we stop the beckonings that something doesn't happen to Sentinel?
That is a good question. One of the ones I guess I wanted to eventually ask, but they were saying their spirits would pass on because
They're not mortal anymore.
their commission is over, but he's still alive, so I can't imagine anything should happen. I guess it's a good question to ask.
I mean, he might lose his power. But I don't know how.
I guess
if he
that I
would
would directly ask Spirit Guardian Fowl Chicken Man. What's his name?
Pray for it. Pray for it.
Chicken spirit
Chicken
man.
man.
Yeah,
Colonel.
spirit chicken.
Chicken noodle soup for the soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pray for. Will my friend here pass on with the rest of you when we end the beckonings?
Assuming.
As long as he remains mortal and alive, it will have no effect on him. Now, if he were to die within that time period, he would pass on like the rest of us, for Sentinel is also bound by our order to this land until the beckonings cease.
Well, there's no chance of Sentinel dying, so we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Why not stop the beckonings yourselves?
We simply do not have the power to. It is a immensely powerful and strange magic that has kept the undead around. Something that is a part of the archons that passed away and set into motion by Peter. If Sentinel passes his test and becomes a true guardian fowl, there is another area of the sanctum that the Order will permit me to show him, as I will be permitted to show the rest of you. It may answer some of your question there.
I feel like I am just a little. This story doesn't add up. Specifically, Nugs. And her reaction to not only Sentinel, but just to, like, what she's been doing this whole time. If she is an unkillable, seeing as she's already dead, spirit that will only go away if the beckonings go away, and she wants the beckonings to go away as that's their main purpose, why is she just sitting around making pizzas? Why isn't she just waltzing through these enemies, grabbing all the map pieces herself, and getting the end of the beckonings? She can clearly interact with physical objects. She has desires. She moves things, hits him on the head, screams a lot. Like,
Us guardian fowls do not necessarily know the entire reason behind the map pieces. The question you ask is a good one. Why, if such a powerful weapon exists, would someone attempt to hide it amongst 5 map pieces and not simply activate it themselves and cease such a terrible thing from befalling the world? Sir Ambrose here guards our sanctum. His spirit has decided to not rest within these walls and take to the outer areas of Olin and guard this place and protect it as needed. Jabril has gone off and done her own thing. Guardian fowls have always had a keen sense of the future and things to pass. Perhaps she's found something that is important, not only to herself, but maybe all of C-19 that she wishes to protect. Sentinel is here. Sentinel is gathering the map pieces. Prophecies are being fulfilled. Slowly. But they are happening. Did that answer your question?
Not particularly, but I'm not quite sure if you would even be able to answer the question if you only have limited ability and don't leave this place.
That is true. I do not know what the other 8 think, though I may converse with the ones that remain here, but Why Sir Ambrose has chosen not to reside within these walls is beyond me, and he will not tell me. And why Jabril has chosen to leave Olin and venture out into the lands to interact with people despite her spirit state is also beyond me. It was a question that you would have to ask her the next time you see her, if you see her.
I feel like we're in a similar impasse than we were before. A little differently, though. And again, like you said, I'm all for the greater good most of the time, but I'm also, a doctor. And the idea that if we just go off and shut off the beckonings without telling Nugs we're doing it, and she just disappears one day, that seems like a little unfair, especially if she doesn't want to do that. Clearly, she wants to live a life amongst people.
Well,
That is a question you would need to pose to her. I cannot answer it.
It seems very similar to just letting the other guy take the little girl and wipe everybody out. I mean, that little girl might be fine with it, but we don't know. And
yeah, I see your comparison, but Nugs is also thousands of years old and does understand,
and that's
and did have a life and does understand her commission. This is not me advocating for not telling her. I do think you're correct. I think letting her know, which I think she already does know our intention is to stop the beckonings. But
does she know that she would disappear if we do that?
She would be aware of her spiritual state and what the end of the beckonings would mean to her. All of us 8 are very aware of what the end of the beckoning means for us.
So perhaps she didn't want to say anything because she didn't want to worry us about it instead.
I don't remember us actually talking to her about it. Again, like I said, we were keeping this pretty close to the vest.
I wouldn't be shocked if she had heard.
Or Joel had told her.
Yeah.
J-Man's been pretty good about keeping things quiet.
I find that very valuable.
And just from my own assumption, for Jabril to leave the sanctum and abscond, essentially protecting what her mission is, which is this Garden Fowl temple, and to go off and protect something else, the only person I can think of would be the person who most resembles what we've heard about Anna and Peter, which is Joel.
That makes sense, I guess.
So, again, not putting words in her mouth, I do think you have the right idea. I do think letting her know would be the best thing to do, because she is a friend. She is somebody we know, and she will be affected by this. But,
And the people who know her and care about her will be affected by it as well.
right. But if, like he says, she did know it was her choice not to tell anybody.
Yeah, and then that's, again, makes more than enough sense.
No, I hear you.
So there are parts of this that aren't vibing with me.
It's much deeper than I thought it would be. Not the answers we thought we'd be getting,
But ending the beckonings is important. Those ice giants are just wandering around right now, but like if they were to walk into a city, we'd have a really big problem.
well, and we do have a problem ruminating in the fact that my crew came back and was like, this is just the beginning, and if my crew can wreak as much havoc as it did on that poor island, I can't imagine what is coming.
Well, I think that all of this doesn't get fixed until
Sentinel's
Se-
trial.
until
At the
Sentinel
very least.
becomes a full Guardian Fowl at the very least. I don't really know what that means, but it seemed Guardian Folly enough to me, but I'm not the one giving out the merit badges.
The party ready to take their long rest then. Prepare for the trial.
As long as Sentinel is, he's the one
Yeah.
who... if you
Yeah,
have
it's
more
his trial.
questions,
I don't
Yep.
really know.
I don't think I've got anything else.
What other Guardian Falls are here?
All of them except Jabril. Those names are all of the Guardian Fowls in order of 1 to 8 are Crayfor, Bilfid, Uthor, Stibis, Ambrose, Tulia, Alamina, and then Jibril.
So I can still talk to Sir Ambrose.
Yes, Sir
Even if
Ambrose
he's
is
not-
there.
Well, he's here.
Yep.
He walked in with us.
He's actually standing next to the statue that is Krafer's statue.
Yeah, just like in going from order from like oldest to newest, I'm just going to like sit in front of the statue and continue to like ask them questions about like when they were a young guardian fowl and how did they like grow up and learn about, you know, the beckonings and finding out, you know, about the world and Elyssia and all of that kind of stuff.
So talking to the 7 that are there, Krafer through Alamina, since Jibril is not there. Sentinel, you begin to gather from them that life started relatively similar to the way your life started. There was an egg. An egg hatched and out came a young guardian fowl. It grew and became a full-fledged guardian fowl. The only one that this doesn't seem to be the case for is Krafer, who was simply existed when C-19 was created. But all the other guardian fowls started as an egg, and they were nurtured by Krafer, and then the third was nurtured by Krafer, and the others, and so on and so forth, each growing and learning from all of the guardian fowls that came before them. They grew up here in this sanctum, where they learned the Order's ways, and were quickly, at about your age, inducted into its ranks officially. It is then that they set out into the world to protect C-19, and eventually unite with Anne, the humans, the elves, the dwarves, and the beast people to fight against Peter and the kingdoms and armies that he had amassed himself, in which all of them met their demise on the fields of battle.
All right. After like, yeah, getting to talk with them, finding out what life was like back then, and getting to know them, I'll turn around and finally like stand up and say, I think I'm ready.
All right. You may all take a long rest and fully heal then.
Yay!
I'm switching up some of my spells around.
Sounds good.
That is a valid thing for you to be able to do.
I'm going to upgrade my shield to +10.
There you go.
Oh, wait, actually, speaking of that, let me double check here.
Speaking of plus 10,
No, not +10, but like the changing things up.
Yeah, then.
I have, like, I haven't used my armor of magical strength ever this entire time. I have my spell refueling ring, and then my science and refueling.
Science refueling.
Yeah,
Science refueling.
Yeah.
it refuels my science.
Refueling the science.
Oh,
My
yes,
science at
science.
3rd level.
Be quite a
What's
nuisance.
everybody's AC at as of right now?
22. But it could
37.
be higher.
My AC's 18.
I am 17 with mage armor.
19.
Okay.
I
I
need more.
will go over to Darian. Not Darian.
Darby.
Yeah, I go over to Darian. I
It's
go.
Darian.
Darby. Darian's dead.
Yeah, Darian's
Yeah.
been dead for a
Dead for a
while.
while.
I will go over.
Walks all the way back to high water just to go.
Good evening,
Ruma.
Ruma.
Yeah, Ruma. I'll go over to Ruma.
Ruma.
And I'll be like, so we got your shield figured out, or was it your weapon?
That was the
No, your
chest plate?
It was my armor.
Oh yeah, no, we already have that. Yeah, okay. So then, would you like for me? Oh, I wonder if I can actually change my infusions on a long rest.
Sorry.
I think I can.
Yeah, I think you can
would
swap one of them out.
yeah?
You may want to
Would
swap them out
you
as you see fit.
like to have a
Long rest.
better weapon?
I
Because you don't carry a shield, so.
He
I
does
do.
carry shit.
Oh well, then,
Yeah.
or have a. You can
He's-
get
he's
better
hammer shield.
AC or
You
better
want more
shield.
AC man or a weapon?
Yeah,
with
Or do you want? Or do you
Or
finally
a
want a magical weapon?
I can make my own magical weapon. I need the AC.
All
You
right.
can make your own AC too.
Okay. Well, then, in that case,
Oh.
I will
Here comes the 23.
Poor
Oh, Lord.
during my long rest.
Dude,
I will
the tackle-
disassemble my armor of magical strength with all like the little pieces and gyros and gizmos and stuff, and I will use that extra space to give the shield, because I have the armor +1, and I will give the shield +1.
Let's go.
So you have an armor and a shield +1. Dang. For 23 base.
Basis.
AC.
He has a
Yep.
23 armor
That's
class
crazy.
by default.
That's insane.
Oh, what kind of? Are you just giving him +1 shield or giving him repulsion shield?
Oh, I guess I could do that, but I don't know if the repulsion shield gives you extra.
It is a
AC.
+1 to AC as well.
Oh, well then we'll just do that. That sounds
What is
fun.
the
While wielding the
repulsion
shield.
too?
It gains 4 charges while he's holding it. As a reaction, once he gets hits, he can expend a charge and knock a creature 15 feet away.
Dang.
Like, just
Yeah.
as a reaction when getting hit with a melee attack, you can just knock him 15 feet back.
Man, it's not even in D&D Beyond. Can you link it so I can copy the thing?
I mean, it is in D&D Beyond, but it's because
What?
It's just for
an
it's for
an
me.
artifact.
artificer
It's an artificer
infusion.
thing.
That's why.
Yeah. Let me try and get. I can find it and give it to
You might be able to put it in under extras on Runa. I don't actually know if you can put other people's infusions under your extras.
Yeah, I can just copy and paste it.
Yeah, and then you can just make a.
You might be able to make a custom item,
Mhm.
Ruma, and like add in like the +1 AC to the shield, and then add that in as like a
Yeah.
a text thing that you can
You just have to keep track of your
manually
charges.
keep track of the charges.
And
yeah.
I believe you get. I think it said you get 1d4 every dawn or whatever. Every
Yep.
charges back. Yeah,
1d4
so 1d4
at
expended
dawn.
charges daily at dawn.
Yeah.
No.
So there you go. Your shield now all my springs and things are now attached to the front of your shield, and if someone hits it, you press a button and it launches them super far away. Catapult shield.
As a note, it will require one of your attunement slots.
I only have
One
a
of
few.
his attunement slots, because he's
Yeah,
the one
okay.
attuning to it.
Oh yeah.
Which I don't think Ruma even has any slots taken right now, so you're good.
It's
Yeah,
magic
no,
armor, maybe.
Nope.
That
That's
I
it's
don't-
just
That's
I
just
think the +1
on,
is
bro.
just a +1.
Awesome. Nice.
Mm-hmm. I just
Yeah.
do that.
I definitely don't have any attuned
Awesome.
magical
Good
items.
stuff.
Yeah.
I have 2. All right. Well then, yeah. I'll do that during my
I think I have
long
the
rest.
stat.
All
Okay,
right.
but I don't really use
Everybody
that
rests up. Everyone's spell slots are back. Hit points are back to maximum.
one. Let's go.
At dawn, Crafer comes and awakens you. It is time now, Sentinel. Are you still sure that you wish to do this? There is a chance for you to back out. I cannot promise that what you see will not change your very nature and will not completely consume you.
As scary as that sounds, if everybody else has done it before me, I guess it's my turn now.
I am very happy to hear you say that. After you agree, Crafer leads the party to a large door with a white flowing mist coming out of it. He beseeches you to enter it. On the other side of the door, the sanctum has all but vanished, except for the remnants of the stone temple around the door that you just came through. Before you is a clearing full of dense trees and grass. However, you immediately sense the presence of great evil and foreboding.
Okay.
I welcome you to the Garden of a Lost Generation. A place that exists not within time or space, created long ago by the Archons. It is said that this garden reflects the current state of our world, but more importantly, the current state of the one who enters it, who accepts the challenge. Sentinel, the crazed magic within you, the uncontrollable wiles of energy that seem to expel from you whenever you enter a rage, is a great darkness that has wormed its way deep inside of you. You may not realize it, but you have felt that darkness before. You draw from it. It inhibits you beyond what any other guardian fowl has ever experienced. And give me one moment here.
Music change.
Music change.
Oh dang, the bot left when you stopped the song. I can't turn it down preemptively.
Oh, well, I apologize.
It's fine, it'll be like 2 seconds.
Ooh.
Probably being a little too loud.
Oh,
Oh yeah. There we go.
From the darkness, a booming stomp shakes the very earth you stand on. As you look behind you, the door to your escape has completely vanished. And from the wood, a dark figure emerges. Feathers black. Beating red eyes and bloody jowls, it jumps into the clearing, upright on high legs. And as it rises, Sentinel, you know its face.
El Pollo
No.
Oh, Diablo!
If you
Golly.
give me 1 second.
this is so great, Ethan. I love this.
Let's
No.
Golly.
Let's go. Oh yes, that is so great.
Before you stands the truth, Sentinel. There was never to be a 9th Guardian Fowl, and the stories told of the Dark One of us were not a truth. They were a warning, a premonition, a moment that had not passed. El Pollo at the time, Diablo at the time was not a threat. Sentinel, you are El Pollo Diablo. Oh, you could become El Pollo Diablo. So face the darkness deep inside of you and decide that fate in your moment. Are you Guardian Fowl? Or are you El Pollo Diablo? And I need initiative rolls from everyone.
Yes.
El Polo Diablo!
This may be my favorite session ever.
That's so. The slow burn to the
I
reveal
know.
Oh.
was
The
great.
jokes.
Oh, that's so bad. Oh no, what's my bonus? Not good enough to save it, that's for sure.
Damn it. Alright, well, I try to be at the end anyway.
And then what is the bonus here for spades? It is a +2. Look at that.
Also, I updated everyone's tokens, so you should all have your
Nice.
HPs and ACs and everything updated. I did that today.
Let me check. Okay, AC
Well,
is correct.
so
I had to
token
update my
when-
HP.
My
but AC
token,
was
when
correct.
you did the new map, I had to update them all on the token.
Again?
Yeah,
Ah.
I had to update my HP.
Mine isn't. Oh yeah, I'm doing it right now.
AC is correct, but I don't think my
We
AC
still love
changed
you,
at all.
DM. We still love you.
Yeah,
I
I'll do it.
I tested it and I
I believe
brought
you.
tokens in. Oh, that's so
I
frustrating.
believe you.
Oh, I'm
I
sure
don't.
if we pulled in a new token right now, it'd be updated.
For some reason, I've decided to be antagonistic.
All right. Are there any
I don't
ties?
believe it.
There are Tues better decks, Darby or Dr. Watts.
I actually don't, I have an 18.
I think you have better decks than me.
Yeah,
I have a 16.
Oh yeah,
Yup.
I'm faster.
So Dr. Watts is going last. Azrael, you start us off, however. The devil chicken stands before you. Its squawk echoes out through this depiction of a clearing in forest.
Man,
Go ahead.
not the plot twist I was expecting today.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I will unsheath the white devil and take a shot at El Pollo Diablo.
You may take a shot at El Pollo
That
Diablo.
is 27 to hit.
27 will hit him.
Perfect. This will not be sneak attack.
No, unfortunately, there's no one there.
That's gonna be 15 damage,
It will take 15 damage.
and then I will bonus action 5, 10, 15, 20 against this wall here. Make a choice. Come for me or come for Sentinel.
All right. That is your turn, I believe.
It is. Action.
El
bonus
Pollo
action.
Diablo begins to flap its massive arms like wings and flies. 5, 10,
Seems
15,
it made its
20,
choice.
25, 30, and it is going to attack you twice with its talons, Sentinel.
All right.
Good job, Pollo Diablo's the equivalent of an ancient red dragon.
That is a 22.
Uses
That
its
is.
breath weapon, which is just the breath of knives. It
squawk
just
weapon.
sprays
Yeah,
knives.
squawk.
11 piercing, and then 3 cold damage to you, Sentinel.
Better yet, its squawk weapon would be barbecue sauce.
And it is going to do it a second
It
time.
doesn't do any damage, it just makes you tastier.
That is only an 11, though, this time. So, I believe... actually, it is going to use its bonus action
Oh,
to Misty Step away at will
dang.
and go here.
That's 30 whole feet.
Sentinel, you're next.
And you can
All
walk
right.
30 feet.
10, 20, 25, 30. We are going to rage.
It's raging time.
Raging time.
Oh, nice.
Rage, Shadow Legends.
We're gonna go attack him twice.
Twice.
Did Ethan freeze for you guys
Yeah.
too when he was like,
Yeah.
Second
Am I
hit.
freezing again?
No, you're
No,
good
it was
now.
just like, it was
like
just
the
for 1
second.
second. It was the worst possible frame.
Oh, I love
It
it.
was rough.
Was all like,
No, you're like,
No.
well, someone's gonna screenshot that at one point.
That's right.
I
All
was
right.
about to, and then you unfroze.
Well, I'm glad.
26 for the first hit,
Definitely hits.
Big.
Let's go.
and a natural 20 for the second hit.
Yes!
Definitely hits.
Let's
So,
go.
give
Take
me
out
a good
this
old 1-4.
Yes.
Gonna be a
Okay,
lot of damage.
so
4-piece combo.
oh,
And a
hurt.
biscuit.
There comes 3 ones on the 3d12s for the crit.
Get him with the 12 herbs and
I did get
spices.
and a 6. Let's
12
see for
herbs
the
and
third one.
spices.
Oh my gosh, that was terrible. So that's 12,
Classic.
13, 14,
Classic
15, 16.
Hit him with the pretzel bun and the pickles.
Okay, so 19 damage for the crit,
Damn.
Ethan.
Okay,
and then for the second hit
Frozen Ethan.
I'm frozen. Oh, I'm frozen again.
is 10.
You're good. You're good.
Hopefully I stop.
I'm sorry, did you say it was
Alright,
10
so I-
damage for the crit?
No,
It is 19
4,
for the crit.
Okay.
but it was 6, 6, 4, so 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Good.
Yeah, and then plus the 3 for rage.
Yep.
So 19, and then what did I say for the
10.
second one? 10.
10.
Yeah, 10. So
That's why I think
29 in total for the 2
What
hits.
was the rage? What was the rage when you got Sentinel?
You'll see in a second.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
in a blast of blue light, Sentinel disappears.
He
Oh,
also got
nice.
Misty Step.
Yeah.
Oh, because we're the same. I'm finding myself.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to just Misty Step too, just to join the
Do it.
Misty Step club.
I can
I'll just-
also Misty
yes,
Step.
I'll
Let's
just
all
Misty
Misty
Step
Misty
somewhere.
Sentinel, is that your turn?
Everyone. but
That's my
Azrael.
turn.
Every day
Alright,
I Misty
uh,
Step. Boom,
El
boom,
Polo
boom.
Pollo Diablo is going to take a legendary action and teleport,
Oh my
and it
god.
will teleport 30 feet
Oh no.
Oh goodness.
to right here.
Oh,
Ooh, that's almost on top of Azrael.
Darby, Spades is next.
Spades does get to go now. Spades.
Come on, Spades. Put him to sleep, Spades.
Spades gonna come up here. gonna say hi to Azrael. He's gonna sprinkle some magic fairy. He can't attack because I can't use my bonus action yet. So he will give Arthur/Azrael the help action and make him feel a little bit luckier on his next attack.
Yeah. Take it.
Is that his turn?
That is all he can do, really. I mean, I guess he has a little bit more movement. He'll flutter
Yeah,
back
spades.
15 more feet because he does have
Yep.
60 movement.
All right. He's gonna take a legendary action and teleport again.
Oh no!
And go right there.
Oh, he's above me.
Ruma, you are next.
All right. Time to put this high AC to use. I'm going to
23 AC.
yeah, I'm going to cast haste on Sentinel for my action.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yes.
Good luck breaking my concentration.
You know, that's
Yeah.
a fair point.
That was a great idea.
And then I am going to book it over here, and that'll be my action or my turn.
Nice.
Darby.
Hasty boy.
It's 55 feet away from me. Oh,
Sentinel, you have +2 to your AC, you have double movement, and you have an extra action.
yes.
Yep. And if I lose concentration, you basically have to skip your next turn. So hopefully that
and I
doesn't.
believe take a level of or, no, maybe not.
No, it's just you skip the
Yeah, you
next
just lose your
turn.
next
Yep,
turn.
you lose your entire turn from being like
Yeah.
overly exhausted.
Lethargic, I think, is the word it uses.
Yeah, I will.
I like this music.
I'll just start bonus action. Spades can attack. Then I'll just start off simple, and I'll just throw some cards.
Just
Oh,
a bunch
threat
of guys in the
those
background on
cards.
bongo drums.
First toss is a 26.
Yep, that'll hit.
And you gotta love that max damage of 15 force.
Nice.
Second toss is a
Almost like you said-
19
Both will hit.
for 10 force.
I
What was
thought
the
you
first
said-
damage again?
15 is max damage.
All right.
I thought you said farce damage, like
Oh.
as if it was like fake, like it's farce damage.
Yeah, it's
No,
fake
it's not
damage.
real.
Yeah, it's not real
Everything's
damage.
not real today.
Turns out Brendan's been an imposter this whole time, and none of his attacks have done anything because he's secretly the evil bad guy.
I mean,
Yeah.
technically, that's not full.
Hold
It's not fully correct.
on, Ruma's
The guy's
putting things
been
together.
whispering
He's
in
gonna start
Eric's
attacking
ear.
Darby.
He's
Yeah.
swapped out his with his
Yeah.
double. all
Yeah,
his
at some point
successes
during that
ago.
interaction, you guys just, I just disappeared for like 2 minutes, and all of a sudden, oh, it's me, guys. Hi. That'll be it. That's it.
All right. Before Dr. Watts goes, it will take its final legendary action and attack you with its talons, Azrael.
Ooh, so is he not on a ledge? Like how far apart are we? Like up when he's up?
The ledge isn't particularly high. It's
Oh, okay.
more of like a
Perfect.
step. This area, it's
Okay.
more of like a step up.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay.
22.
Yeah, that'll certainly hit.
All right. It's going to be 7 piercing and
Huh?
4 cold.
All right, I will take it.
Now, Dr. Watts, it's your turn.
Okie dokie. Action. I am going to move right here, or movement action, 30 feet here. You know what time it is. Syringe gun hits Ruma, Azrael, Sentinel. Everyone feels real blessed.
We're the blessed
Yeah.
boys. We're the blessed
Dang,
boys.
Bless and help. Let's go.
Last boy.
And
Get
then
real.
I will bonus action drink my potion and give myself a little bit of speed. Chicka 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 chicka.
Taking
And then I
speed.
will go, yes. 5, 10, 20. My hasted object interaction, I will give Sentinel one of the 2 potions that I get for free, which is just a really strong liquor. And you have boldness, which means you get plus another d4 to your attacks,
my
saving
goodness.
throws and stuff once
We're
a turn.
buffing the shit out of
The
Sentinel.
combo in. The
uh,
We
combo
should
in.
have double hasted Sentinel at this point.
And I end up here. And that's it.
Azrael.
Having been struck by the Pollo Diablo at close range, Azrael will flip the White Devil behind him and catch it with his tail, sheathing it with his tail, and unsheath both scimitars and strike twice.
Unsheath bow.
Go ahead.
Yeah, unsheath them both.
Oh, I got. Yeah, I go. Okay.
This guy.
Well, because it's the ghost scimitar on the one hand. How do you like?
Yeah, it's a ghost sheath.
But I still gotta unsheath it. It's gonna look
I know. I get that. I'm just
do
saying.
it for the fans.
It's got a ghost sheath.
That's gonna be 23 to hit.
Yep, that'll
First
that'll
strike.
hit.
Man, actually, that'd be
Sneak
really
attack.
cool. Just having a
Please
ghost
don't
sheath on your back. Just this ethereal, like wavering thing on your back.
We love it.
So 30 damage first strike.
Okay.
That's so many
Second
damage.
strike is gonna be 25 to hit,
That'll also hit.
plus 3 from the bless. And that's gonna be 3 damage.
It takes 3 damage. Azrael, as you strike El Polo Diablo, you actually watch as the large demon chicken's arms drop and its heads drop as if it has been defeated. But before you're ready to call it done, its red beating eyes light up again, bursting forth. If I can get this token to come out. Doubling in size.
Ooh.
As it
Aw,
grows.
shit. He hit phase 2.
I'm
Fuck.
going to then use my movement.
Well, before you can go, it is going to get a free attack off of you.
No!
Oh no.
Pray for me, gentlemen.
That is going to be a 21.
That missed. No, see, that hits.
It would have missed me.
That's true.
11 piercing.
Okay.
Get a little
And
There we go, there's one. And 10 cold,
Yo.
That's not bad.
Okay.
which
I will uncanny dodge that for my reaction. If I'm technically it's still my turn. Am I allowed to use my
yeah,
reaction?
you can,
or
I believe you can
no?
use
yeah,
your
you
action
can
on
use
turn.
your action
Yeah.
at any time.
Okay. So that would be 10 and 11 divided
You just
by
won't
2
have it again
would
until your
be
next
10.
turn.
So yeah, I got 10 damage that total. Cool. All right. Then I'm going to finish my turn with 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 movement there.
Okay.
Because of my
Yeah.
Rex Audacity.
All right.
I'm good. Action, bonus action movement.
Let's
It's up
see
to
here.
Pollo Diablo.
El Toro Diablo.
Have we decided? Oh man, I guess I should have thought about this. Can
Is El Polo Diablo people?
Yeah, like I'm not
It's
quite
the
sure.
devil's chicken.
Am I a person?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
so I'm
it's
gonna
the
assume-
evil side of Sentinel. So is
It's
Sentinel?
Well, it's just like a-
manifestation.
But
It's
it's
a
like if it's just
manifestation.
a raging beast, then like no.
It's a manifestation of all the darkness inside of Sentinel.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
what we're told it was.
Yes.
Well, then it's not.
It is the dark link to Sentinel.
Classify that how you will, Dr. Jamie.
I'm gonna wait on it. Dr. James is gonna wait on it. If it looks like we're going down,
Yeah, dire
Maybe.
straits. You
Maybe
might
a
make
couple of hits to
exceptions.
go in.
I'll unleash the cannons and let you
There we
guys
go.
have a breather.
Perfect.
You know,
Sorry, I'm looking
No.
up a spell mechanic here real
You're
quick.
good.
I
it up.
am
There
are a
the
lot of those.
best. You know, I could be taking on all this guys, but you know, it's just not my.
People who are play spellcasters significantly more than me. When it's a cone, it extends out from him in a cone shape.
It's
correct?
45
Correct.
That
degrees.
is
Yeah.
correct.
Yep.
Yep.
It is or not 45. Sorry, it's a 90-degree cone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
How,
like a dunce
So
cap.
a quarter of a circle.
wide does
Uh,
the cone go?
One.
Well, it should tell you how the distance.
Yeah,
of
whatever
the spell
the
is.
if it's like
What-
a 30-foot cone, it would be, for example, with Upload Diablo here, 30-foot cone would be like 30 feet here, 30 feet here, and then everything
All right,
in
it's
between
gonna-
that is considered 30 feet would be, or not.
It's
yeah,
like a
but-
triangle from the
Yeah.
guy.
Yep. A right triangle.
Yep. Like
Yeah,
that.
so like
Yeah.
that
Well,
would
it's going
be,
to do a
yeah,
60-foot cone.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
that would probably.
So
That'll hit
use
everybody.
your beautiful math for me here, because it's gonna just kind of aim it straight to hit as many people here as it
I
can.
think it'll hit
It
everybody.
hit everybody.
So that should hit about everyone. Let's see.
No.
Maybe the exception of Azrael.
I'm technically
Azrael,
outside.
unless he angles
If he
it
moves up
slightly,
one space,
yeah.
then he can hit us.
Shut up!
Yeah,
Shut up!
But
if he can hit
hits,
everyone, he's hitting
if
everyone.
he hits
so...
Azrael, he won't hit me or.
So I guess
Darby.
the easiest way we can
Yes, he
do
will.
this.
No, because he's 65 feet away from Darby. If the
What?
cone is 60 feet,
Yeah, he
I'm
just
60
moves
feet away
up
from
and
Darby.
he just moves up and to the left a little bit and he hits everybody.
I'm 60 feet from Darby.
oh yeah,
Because he's the big boy.
You know, I'm not even gonna bother with that. I was gonna say because we could just create like a big circle and that would
All right.
just
Well,
do a portrait with that.
he's hitting
That's a lot of work.
everyone.
Yep.
Everyone, give me a Constitution saving throw.
What's he hitting with
Yeesh.
us? Describe it to me.
It is a as he opens his beak, a loud, bellowing cock comes out, and this giant ice breath just blasts forth from it.
Okay.
Yeah. All
So
right.
it's
It
not-
just casts cone of cold.
Okay.
I got a
Yeah,
20.
Cone of Cold is so big.
a large
Constitution.
glowing.
Yeah. Con. I got
What kind
I
of
got a
Oof.
save?
17.
Constitution.
Yeah, Constitution.
Ooh, I got a 10.
Not natural
and
20.
Spades probably fails at like a 7, I think.
No, I've heard
7.
20. I've heard what did you get, Sentinel?
25.
Sentinel is the only one that succeeds.
Holy shit.
Everyone takes 44 points of cold damage. Sentinel takes 22 points of cold
I
damage.
also take 22 points of cold
Oh,
damage because I'm
no.
resistant to cold.
I also take
There you go.
23
Yeah.
points.
Oh, there you
I'm
go.
we're both
gonna
resistant.
use my reaction to absorb elements and also
Uh,
be resistant to
And
that.
me spending a
take
reaction for
it.
spades will do nothing, so I will not do that. Spades is out.
I used my reaction. For
I got a
God.
meets it, beats it for you,
Oh,
Nick.
yeah.
So you're still hasted.
Thankfully, I'm not concentrating on anything.
Thank you.
Barely. It was rough.
Oosh, that was not good for me.
Yeah,
But
same.
I also have to make a Constitution saving.
Oh
throw.
yeah, you gotta do your spell check.
Let's see here.
For
And
which,
it's-
what are you making the check for?
For bless.
For bless.
Flat. Okay.
Yeah,
'Cause I was gonna say your potion haste is a non-concentration.
Yeah,
version.
yeah, that much I know.
Yeah, but he has to
Okay.
check bless, and then Rima had to check his.
What?
actual
It's
haste.
Constitution save, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep,
And
for
do I have to
concentration.
beat? What do I have to beat?
It's half the
22?
damage or
Yeah,
10,
damage.
whichever is higher.
Half the
Okay.
damage of 22 would be 11. I got a 19. You guys are still blessed.
All right.
Oof,
I'll
but that
follow-
was not good for me.
You took 22
Wait,
damage.
do I get a +4 to my saving throw because of bless?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
If you guys didn't take your
All
bonuses.
saving throws you have.
Well,
No
I
one's in
didn't get
range.
higher than 25, so
No,
still-
nobody is
I
in
got
range of
a
him. 'cause it's
4,
only
so I
10
got
feet.
24. Does that beat it?
Then you succeed.
Oh, that's 22 health.
So the number to beat was 21. So if you beat 21, then
That's
you're
huge.
good.
Oh, I literally got it.
Ruma, for you, if you succeeded, it would be half of the half, so it'd be 11 because of your resistance.
Nice.
Yeah, Ruma, you get your bonus on everything. Any saving throw, and concentration checks are a saving throw.
Alright, we Gucci.
And then he is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and end his turn there. Sentinel,
I'm in danger.
Yeah.
before you
I
go,
mean,
Sentinel, before you go,
Uh huh.
El Polo Diablo's strength you've discovered is greatly fast, blasting everyone so easily.
Oh, I need to think.
And as you think that you've dealt with him, as you watched Azrael knock him down only for him to get back up again, you realize exactly how powerful this other side of you is. You can feel it, that deep power, right down at the heart of your gizzard. That strength that channels from your foe also channels within you. Do you take it to defeat your enemy?
Ooh. So you're all given to the darkness.
At two.
Dark
yeah.
Hermit has entered the chat.
As an action, I'm going to open up my awareness of magic and try to get a sense of what kind of
Like its nature.
yeah, is nature. Is it evil?
Its
Good.
nature is not evil. It is simply a power. You don't need to use an action for that. I'm not going to make you use an action for that.
Okay.
Do you accept it?
You are the One Piece Sentinel.
I am.
The One Piece is real.
Yeah, I take it. I'm gonna take it.
Yes.
Oh.
Accepting
Oh.
the Strength Sentinel, you feel your very power grow. The true power of a guardian fowl has now become bestowed upon you. Sentinel, no longer bound to your feathered body, you stand, feeling that your very form is beginning to shift. The evil within El Polo Diablo, the same evil that is within you, is now confronted by the light of your good nature, your innocence, and your desire to help people. It drowns out the very hatred and darkness that has culminated from your very creation. You have truly ascended to true guardian fowlhood, and through your own power and the strength of your friends around you, you have entered rage mode. And now you look like this when you rage.
Yes!
The angry chicken.
No, if you would right-click on your token for me,
Yeah.
you'll notice a
Oh yeah.
thing that says multi-sided. Click on that, and then
Yeah.
click change, and then
Yeah.
adjust it. You will change your token when you rage. So whenever
That
you
is
rage,
so cool.
you may change your token to your new form.
That's
That's
so
awesome.
Oh, that's
Oh,
fun.
that's so cool.
Yeah, multi-sided
Sentinel.
tokens are such a fun feature on here.
When you rage, all of the strength of the 8 guardian fowls now flow within you. You are the last of them, the best of them. And from that, you have obtained the ultimate guardian fowl weapon. When you are raged now, you lose the ability to use your beak axe. But you gain something even better. The fearsome feathered fists of fury. A new weapon only usable when you are raged. A 1d12 plus your strength modifier, plus 3, as it is a third level magical weapon.
Holy
Dang.
shit!
He just turned into a
What?
+3 magic fist monk.
He's going Super Saiyan.
That's so cool.
He's on brawly mode.
We just gained
This is
Kaioken times 3.
Sentinel, you should be able to add. It's basically your beak axe still as a weapon, just with a
Yeah.
plus 3
Yeah, just a
added.
+3.
So if you would like to add the feathered
Change.
fists of fury
Yeah.
as a custom attack, whenever you're able to, you may do
Yeah.
that. And as a reminder, it is only usable when you are
Rage.
in rage mode, which you are right now.
Yeah.
So it is your turn.
Easiest way you can do that is just grab a +3 great axe and rename it.
There you
Yeah.
go.
that'll be your fastest way to add it, and then you can just write it in the description later or when it's not your turn.
That was sick.
That is.
Rage Sentinel's about to be my new phone background.
Unfortunately, he doesn't get the benefits of his woodcutter axe while he's in rage now. He can't chop up plant life really well.
I can't. I think the plus 3 is just a little more on.
I don't know. If I
Ooh.
remember right, that
Marginally.
woodcutter beak axe is
Marginally.
bonus
Yeah.
damage.
I don't know
This
about
these trees are gonna they've been waiting for him to drop his ball.
Yeah, those assassin vines, they're gonna come back and they're gonna be meaner than ever because we don't have that woodcutter axe now.
The Ents just start rampaging.
All right. Well then, yeah. So Sentinel is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and here, away we go.
Give me those rolls.
Don't
And
forget
then
your bonus
6
extra
I know.
action.
Yeah, don't forget, you get 1 extra attack on top too.
I know I'm rolling 6 d20s.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's look at the log here. Okay, so for the first one is 24 to hit.
That hits.
The second one is 23 to hit,
That hits.
and then 27 to hit.
Also hits.
Here we go. All right. First one is 16 damage.
Sentinel's
It'll
correct.
take 16 damage.
Then 15 damage.
It'll take 15 damage.
And then 21 damage.
Woo.
It'll take 21 damage. So you just see everyone as Sentinel just changes, and the large plump chicken is now this like skinny, has arms, and it stands, and you just see it take off and sprint at El Polo Diablo, jump up, smash it across the face, punches it straight in the stomach, grabs its head and smashes it on its knee,
Yeah.
just in a straight 3-attack combo. Anything else
That's
for you,
awesome.
Sentinel?
That is. So, what is the name of my fists?
Your fists
Feathered
are the
Fists of Fury.
fearsome feathered fists of
Oh.
fury,
Fierce.
That's an alliteration.
or the
of it.
FFFF, if you'd like to abbreviate it.
Yeah.
F's in the
F4.
chat for this.
Yeah.
F's in the chat for El Pollo Diablo after this fight.
Dang.
All the F's.
I can't believe
Give all
Sentinel
the
just
Fs.
gains the ability of Alt F4.
All right.
So El Polo
My
Diablo
favorite
is going to do
Is
his
that Sentinel's just
legendary.
evolved.
Yeah.
He
Yes.
did.
Yeah.
He's a
Literally
Pokemon.
just evolved.
Just with Charmander.
Yeah.
Or he Digivolved.
Yeah, he did.
Not even
evolve.
Pokemon, he Digivolved. Because he comes back down.
Yeah, he can come back down. He
Yup,
did
yup.
evolves up.
Yup. I know, seen that one.
Digivolve.
Or
He's using a legendary action to make an attack against you, Sentinel.
Okay.
You don't
Mm-hmm.
forget you have a plus 2
Mhm.
AC.
21.
That meets it, beats it.
Oh, yeah, with the, yeah,
Beats it.
with the AC bonus. Dang.
All right, so this will be halved. That is 10, so 5 piercing, and then 9 cold.
The last thing is you don't need to
All
make
right.
a concentration check on. On
Yeah,
Rumor,
I
you
know.
are next.
That is so nice.
You just get to
Alright.
let it be there.
Well, might as well gang up on El Polo. I've learned my lesson. Hold on, I have 10 more feet of movement. Ah, I want to go around him. I guess I'll move next to. I just want to see if I can divert his cone at least a little bit. All right, and I'm gonna smack him with my hammer, all smacky like.
Smack him
Go ahead.
with the hammer. I'll smack you like.
Oh wait, I get a D4.
You do.
That's right.
Nope, I don't think that'll do too much for me. Does a 13 hit him?
You go to strike El Polio Diablo, but it grabs your great hammer with its giant talons.
I'm gonna pull my great hammer back, complain that my AC is too goddamn high, and then try to hit him again.
Go ahead.
All right, 28 to hit. That'll be a little bit better.
That'll hit him this
Yeah, that's
time.
definitely a little bit.
Smite him.
Eh, I'm smiting him. Is he undead?
He is not.
Okay. So I need
Actually, let me double check just to make sure.
and or a fiend or whatever the.
He is not. No,
So
he
I
is
don't
not.
smite. I don't know if it works on all of the same categories as.
Yeah.
I think it's just undead.
All right, so I'll
It
cast
might
it up to
include
3rd
fiend.
level, so that way I can get max damage out of it. All right, so it's gonna do 9 bludgeoning damage and. Nope, that's D10s. That's not what I need. Where's my
Yeah,
D8?
undead or
There it
fiend.
is. There it is. And 23 radiant damage.
Dang. Takes 23 radiant.
Yeah, you can.
And then I'm gonna stand there imposingly.
You stand there
Imposed.
imposingly. Anything else for you, Ruma?
Nope, that'll be it. Also, Sentinel and Azrael are within my aura, so you get
Yes.
+4 on your saving throws if that ever comes
Alright.
up.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's going to
appreciate
take a legendary action, and it's going to all of a sudden you see all these like ice talons kind of flicker out around it. Everything within 30 feet of it is going to take this damage. So
Yeah,
everyone else
me
is
and
fine
Walker
except for
out of the
these
way.
4. This is just straight damage. There's no defending it. You guys
Oh.
are taking 6 cold damage.
Don't.
Oh, that's not bad. Oh, the rumor has to make the,
Concentration!
yeah, we gotta make the concentration check on haste now.
We good. I meet it or
Dr.
beat it
Watt,
again.
we're next.
That's really scary.
Ugh.
Am I next? I thought I was last. Darby has a higher.
You are,
dex than
yes,
us.
you are. Thank you.
Yeah, I
No,
should
it's
be
got
before
changed,
him.
and I had to change the.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
to change the thing. So Darby,
Put
you're
the
next.
stick token in.
Yeah, we put the new token down.
Does anybody else still have Super Saiyan Sentinel still pulled up? Just me.
No.
Unfortunately. Why not? We will throw out.
Throw it. Throw it
Oh.
out.
Do I throw the bouncer or do I throw the card?
Oh,
I cannot do both, unfortunately, on the same thing. I wish, that'd be cool. Let me just take a dip in fighter so I can get action surge and cast 2 spells.
Exactly.
I will throw out the wonderful golden King of Chains card on El Polo Diablo.
Okay.
So I will need
It's 2 chains.
I will need a Wisdom saving throw of 17.
It gets it with a 30.
Oh,
Yeah, that passed.
So you bop your card, these chains shoot out, they wrap around Del Pollo Diablo's arms and legs, and it just flexes and they just burst immediately.
Well, that's a new one. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna casually go. Ooh. 30 feet all the way back here. I've learned my
Now
lesson
you've
from
turned
Code of
Darby.
Cold. I have no. I mean, I guess I could Misty
Hi,
Step if
Darby.
I really want to, but that is it.
Now it's Dr. Watts' turn.
Okay, I
I'm
have.
gonna zoom out because I'm too far down.
I am just gonna go run over here to Sentinel. Oh wait, no, Arthur's probably more hurt than Sentinel. I'm gonna run over here because I have 80 movement. 60 is up to Arthur. I will use my action to use my healer's kit to patch him up. Chicka-chicka, which will give you. We're level 10.
Currently.
It'll be 10 plus 10. So 20. That's as much as I can give you.
Nice.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah, it's
good.
literally as much as I can give you.
thank you.
20, and then I will bonus action shoot a syringe of healing juice at Sentinel, which will give him, man, a lot of max today. Another 12 healing for Sentinel.
Oh, nice.
And then I will continue on my way. That was 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. Over here.
Man, everyone's getting all the way all over the place. I gotta zoom out.
And then with my action of, just like my haste action, I will drink a greater healing potion. So it's 4d4 plus 4. Well, that's not a lot. That's 10, but it's better than nothing.
Hey, better than nothing.
People be off.
Oh, wait, so 4d4 plus 4 is 14, actually, so I'll take that. Okay, I'll let.
Azrael.
I have 10, 15, and then I'm gonna hit him with both of my scimitars.
Go ahead.
First one is it'd be 22.
That'll hit.
Second one is 14 to hit.
That will miss him. He will block it.
Let's see with the bless. So 16 is still not gonna hit, right? 16 more has to hit.
No, that does hit him. That will hit.
16 does hit.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
perfect. So
nice.
the bless saved that one. Thank you.
Yay, we're doing it. We're helping.
We're blessed.
Bless up.
So 24 damage for the first hit.
Okay.
Second hit's gonna be 3 damage.
It takes all of them.
And I'm going to sit still. Stay right there with my back against the wall.
It's a very short wall.
I am going to need a charisma saving throw from.
Do it, I dare you. Do it.
Do it.
I'm as charismatic
No,
as
I'm just gonna. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna have him. I'm just gonna have him wail on you, Sentinel, with 2 attacks.
Oh no!
21
We got
Me
plus
too,
2
me too.
AC.
and
Yeah,
The
me
plus
too.
2 is 21 for him.
19.
That
That does not hit.
Hey,
It
that
would
one
have
saved
without
you.
haste.
Heyo.
7 piercing, so 3 piercing, and then here's the cold damage. 7 cold damage.
Yo,
Okay, not bad.
the big bag.
And can it do anything else? This one cannot Misty Step away. So no. Sentinel, you're up.
Alrighty, here we go. I'm just gonna roll. Oh no.
Was that our second? Oh, sorry. Was that our second or third round of combat?
This is the
Third.
third
Third,
round,
I
I
believe.
believe.
Okay, I just got to keep track for my haste.
Yeah.
It's either the third or the fourth, actually.
I'm gonna say third.
Let's see. I'm
Because
so-
Azriel sent him on his second turn into the new phase.
This is the fourth then.
Ooh.
So it's your third still technically, Jamie. So it'll be at the end. It will be your fourth, I believe.
Yeah.
This is round 4 of combat.
Yes.
Cool.
You're round 4 of combat.
What you got for me, Sentinel?
Alright,
Right, will
23
be
to hit,
round 4.
That'll hit.
26 to hit,
Both will hit.
18 will hit.
The 18 will hit.
I mean, if a
Just keep
16
saying
hit,
numbers.
yeah. just keep spouting off random.
37.
37 to hit. 12 to hit. 72 to hit. I rolled really well.
Okay, so 14 damage,
Takes
14 damage,
Takes
Nice.
14 damage.
and 17 damage.
Takes 17
Ooh.
damage.
14,
Sentinel,
17.
as you continue to sock and bop him, El Pollo Diablo, with your giant feathered fists of fury, you smack it across the face, it drops to a knee, and then you smack it down again until it's on the ground, unmoving.
Yay! We did it.
It dissipates into the ground,
Oh no.
sinking
I've seen this before.
into the grass.
Thousand size again.
It's gonna come back even bigger.
Oh
And
god,
it doesn't come back bigger. It actually comes back its same size again. But a
Oh.
giant blast erupts from where it was originally at. And if you'll give me one moment here.
Aw, shit. It used self-destruct. It's like
Yeah.
Voltorb.
It really is. Sentinel really is a Pokemon.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe he did just be a Pokemon and evolve.
Oh, you're gonna try and catch me? Self-destruct. Boom.
Yeah. The end.
Abra teleported away.
Yeah.
Everyone within 10 feet is going to take 20 cold damage.
Haha,
Oh,
not
yeah,
me.
yeah. Oh, you are 10 feet.
No.
Sentinel.
Hey, that 20 damage, that 20 health, Roy helped. Thanks,
Yeah.
Jamie.
You're welcome.
Well, I mean, you know, hey, that's 20. Basically, you didn't even get hit there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. That 20
Yeah.
was huge.
That's a lot of health
That's
too to
what-
get for free.
That's a support class, baby.
Yeah.
Keeping everybody up.
I wouldn't know what that is, baby.
No.
Who needs support when you can just kill things, you know?
And
Anything
die
else
so many
for you,
times.
Sentinel?
That is it. That is. I mean, I guess I could.
Move close or something smaller again.
Well, I was gonna Misty Step away.
Oh, there's that
Since
too, I
I'm doing pretty bad here. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna Misty Step up here. 5, 10, 15,
Okay.
20, 25, 30. Yep. And that'll be it.
Did you, Ruma, did you do a concentration check?
Yes, I got 17, so we're good.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you're super good.
So you're all set, Sentinel?
Yep.
All right, El Pollo Diablo is going to take the first of its legendary actions. Okay, it is going to just make an attack. It holds out its hand, and you just see feathers shoot out from it and strike at you, Ruma. So let's see if they hit, actually. That is going to be 29.
Yeah,
Yeah, that do hit.
not much to be
And
done
also-
about that.
I need to change the music for the final bout here.
Oh,
Ruma,
no,
that
that's
is going to be
fine.
15 cold damage to you.
So that's 8.
10 still, as you're saying.
So 10 is the save, and we good.
Still good.
Half damage or 10, whichever is higher.
Well, I was just figuring. I was thinking about what the damage was for me because it's
Oh yeah, because
half
this is the cold
round up.
damage. Yeah.
Yep.
I forgot about that. I'm not gonna lie.
Because I'm goaded. Oh no!
I knew this was coming. I saw it on Discord earlier, and I
What?
didn't know what was gonna
Yes,
happen.
Ethan. Yes.
Oh, boy.
This
Dear
is the
God.
greatest session ever.
No.
No way!
No.
All right,
Well,
Ruma, you're up. What do you want to do?
I'm checked out.
All right.
Immersion
Does
broken.
Has Ruma ever learned the chicken dance?
No, no one here knows what the chicken dance is.
Well, Joel might.
All right.
I
Then
beg
I'll
to
Joel
smack
not
differ.
anyone.
him.
I beg to differ. This is a very themed Elysian sea shanty.
This is an
Arthur knows
eldritch.
very well.
This is an eldritch knowledge that he has
Actually,
gotten from
Dr.
before.
Watts has seen everything from the future
I,
and the past. He might
Yep.
know the chicken dance.
I
might
got a
know.
nat
True,
20.
Dr. Watts probably does know the chicken dance.
But
I
he
got a
doesn't
nat
realize he
20,
does.
so I'm gonna smite him.
Okay, smite him with your natural 20.
All right.
Yeah.
So he's doing. He's taking 10 bludgeoning, and then
And then double your
this.
radiant dice.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So much damage.
For I didn't even roll that well. 26 radiant
Oh.
damage.
What was the bludgeoning on that originally?
10.
10? All right, takes all
37
that
damage
damage.
from one hit a lot though.
And
It's not a lot
then
of
I'm,
damage, yeah.
and then I'm hitting him again.
Go ahead.
Hold on, I have that D4 of bless.
You do.
15 to hit. I don't think that hits.
That will miss. It will just bounce off of its almost scale-like feathers now.
I'm not gonna stop.
And then I'll stay right where I am.
Okay. Darby, it would be you, but it's going to take a legendary
Yep.
action. And before it does that, it's going to shoot at you with its talons, which will be at disadvantage. But
Yeah.
going to do this twice.
Ooh.
That is for the first one a 25,
Yeah, that still hits.
and the second one is a non-natural 20.
That also hits.
All right, Darby. So for the first strike, you're going to take 16 cold,
So 8.
and for the second strike, you are going to take 19 cold.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
So I have the ruler up still. Well, nice thing is, Eldritch Blast is stupid big. Do I have other
It's
things?
looping. It's looping.
Yeah, it's gonna loop. No, I don't want to do that. That would be bad for everyone here. We'll just. I'm assuming I'm within 90.
You should have had one of his spells be like illusion orb that it makes all the characters do this if they fail to save.
Oh, yes. That
Oh
would be
yeah,
the
fantastic.
or like
dance,
hypnotic
or-
gaze, where
Hypnotic dance
Yeah.
or Tasha's hideous
Uh,
laughter.
yeah, Tasha's would also do it. I will hex him. For strength, sure.
All right.
Not that it ever actually matters. I'll just dart 30 feet over to the side. Then I will throw cards.
Go ahead.
First is a natural 1.
That will definitely miss as
Yeah.
it goes wide.
6 for that. That is 25 to hit.
That will hit.
For 8 force, 2 necrotic.
Takes 10 damage. Anything else for you, Darby?
Action, bonus action, movement. That is it.
Okay. Before Dr. Watts goes, it is going to use its last legendary action to attempt to hit you, Dr. Watts, with its talons.
Wait. How about don't do that?
This will be a disadvantage.
Because room is there.
Ooh, that might miss you. A 15?
It misses. I'm hasted because I have 17 AC
There,
now.
that
Yeah,
misses.
with the haste, yeah.
It'll
Oof.
got it too. It'll roll again
How about not?
for a second attack.
How about it doesn't do it?
That is going to be a 19 that time.
Okay, well that one's
With
gonna-
disadvantage. That's
Rude. Rude.
All right, you are going to take 15 cold damage, Dr. Watts.
I will use my reaction and half that
To
to
7, 8.
whatever.
7.
Yeah, 7 or 8.
7.
I always round down.
Dr. Jamie, do you then besiege the power within you and become Rage Jamie?
Yes, but no, it's the same.
Rage Jamie.
Rage Jamie is the same Jamie.
He's
He's
always,
always
angry.
angry.
That's
That's my secret cap.
Yeah.
It's a
I'm
secret.
always angry.
I got a 17 on my concentration.
Yeah, you're
Keep
fine.
bless up though.
Yeah, you're super fine.
All right.
Hey, your turn,
Well, not really loving what's going on here. I am going to use my last spell slot to cast Sanctuary as I pull the strings on my coat.
Do it again,
And
guys. Here we
Lightning comes out.
Round 3.
I'm gonna go 5. Oop, wrong one. 5, 10 over to Sentinel. Sentinel, I am going to give
go. This is the greatest song in the
you
world.
some health with a healer's kit. Oop, get out of here, you.
what?
So you get, haha, again 10.
Heck
So
yeah.
20 altogether.
Nice.
So you get a 20 from that. So that is
Cool.
my action and haste action. And as a bonus action, I am going to use my other once a day potion or invention. And I am going to have a 20-foot flying speed now. I will fly. So so that was 5, 10. I'm gonna go 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Actually, no, I'm gonna go up here. Yeah, and then I'm gonna fly up 20 feet. So I'm
Okay.
there, and then 20 feet in the air.
All right, sounds good. Anything else for you, Dr. Watts?
I still have. Nope, that's everything I can do. I'm good.
You casted, yeah, my voice cracked there. You casted Sanctuary on yourself, you said, right?
Yep,
Yes.
yep. I can only cast Sanctuary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sanctuary is
Perfect.
a personal spell only.
Mhm.
Or
All right,
self-spell
Azrael,
only.
you're next then.
I guess I have to stop now. All right, I'm going to move once and attack twice.
Go ahead.
Here we go. First attack is 15. That's me 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
The second attack is gonna be 13 plus 9 is 22 to hit.
Also, both will hit.
Perfect. So 26 on the first hit, or 26 damage first hit.
It'll take
2
26 damage. And it will take 2 damage. Anything else for you?
I'm gonna go, so I did 5, so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and my turn there.
Okay. It is El Pollo Diablo's turn. Ruma, you take 20 cold damage.
Ow.
Well, time to make that. 10 cold damage.
Yeah, it'll be 10, but
And you gotta make your concentration for haste.
At
That's
26 on that.
Yeah,
so
you're
good.
fine.
and it's going to shoot its talons at Sentinel. Sentinel does I believe a non-natural 20 will miss you.
Yeah.
He's 21 now.
All right, next roll is going to be a 23.
Oh,
That'll
yeah,
hit.
Yep, yep.
That is going to be 13 cold damage.
20 life coming in clutch again.
Have anything?
Yeah, I know. I think I would be down, or at least close to it, if Dr. Watts had not healed me twice.
Sentinel, you're up.
It's time!
That's me essentially every combat.
Shouldn't you be
Yeah.
switching your spell every time you take damage too?
I mean,
Oh,
he could.
He doesn't
if
have
he wants
to.
to.
Yeah, it's an
He doesn't
option.
have to.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah, he can choose to as part of taking damage.
Yeah, what the heck? I'll take it that time.
What the heck?
Yeah, it's not mandatory.
Oh, yes. Nice. All right, Sentinel. The sapphires come off his neck and start spinning around from his chest, and from his newfound pure guardian fowl power, a big, large blue lightning bolt comes out towards El Pollo Diablo, and he has to make a dexterity save.
I believe he's going to fail with a 4, but he will go ahead and take his legendary resistance to pass that.
Alrighty. And then
He has to take half damage, won't he?
no, it misses.
Yeah, no, it either does damage and blinds or does nothing.
I know. The nice thing is if it hits him, he's
Yeah,
blind.
it blinds him, which is really good.
That's pretty cool.
No, it's a really
Actually-
good spell.
Oh, yep, that would have actually blinded him. He has a bunch of immunities, but blind is not one of them.
Well, so that would be my reaction
Okay.
from that. So that now I'm going to use it as a bonus action. I'm going to
Okay.
do it again.
Natural 1.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because you get to fire it as soon as you change.
Yeah. As soon as I take the
He's
damage,
gonna use
then I can.
another legendary resistance.
No, he only has 1.
And there's the
Oh.
one. Ooh. Time to throw the
Wait.
card again.
He's
No.
blind
Blind
and
chicken.
takes one whole lightning damage.
Yeah,
Hey, it's better than
sad
0
part about
lightning
it.
damage.
Well, he's
Takes
blind.
1 damage.
Yeah, but
So I
he's
don't have
blinded,
to-
which is a lot.
Ethan is frozen.
Okay, so then I'm going to come down,
Am I frozen still?
Not
No,
anymore.
you're good.
No,
Okay.
you're bad.
Okay.
jump off the ledge, and go ahead and in Fists of Fury,
Sock and bop him.
sock 'em
Sock
bop
'em
'em.
Bop 'em,
robots.
sock 'em.
You know, honestly, where's the new
Or-
version of Rock'em Sock'em Robots, Rock'em Sock'em Chickens?
That's a good
Hasbro,
question.
$1 million idea.
6.
I'll take
Okay.
a check in the mail.
So for the first one, 26 to hit,
That'll hit.
25 to hit,
That'll hit.
26 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yes.
Oh.
16 damage,
Okay.
17 damage,
Okay.
and 21 damage.
Sentinel, you just like pole vault off of the cliff there, and just like hands up like this, and just smash down on El Pollo Diablo's head. And as it's falling down, you just sock him 2 more times. Still on his feet though.
Nice.
Oh, boo.
That's it.
All right, he's gonna take a legendary action, and he's gonna attack Yaruma.
Ow.
Oh, there it is. There's my nat 20 of the night.
No.
Shit.
No.
Oh no.
Is it a ranged attack?
It's been real. It's been real, Roma.
It is. Thank you. It's
Yeah, so it should be a
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
He will not nat 20, but he will hit with a 31.
Yikes.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll still hit. That'll still hit.
Yeah, that's a big bonus. Okay.
Looks like he needs
You
more
are going to
HP.
take 16 cold damage, Ruma.
Okay.
8. Yeah. Concentration.
I got it.
And triggered to beat.
Boom.
All right, Ruma, what you got?
Time to taste some vengeance and hit him with a hammer.
Oh, also, it's everyone's turn, so Ruma... Oh, no, that was a legendary action. I'm sorry. Never mind. Don't listen to me. I'm stupid.
You're not stupid, but I will listen to you. All right.
I will not, as you requested.
21 to hit.
That'll hit.
I mean, I feel like I should might as well smite at this point.
I mean, you
so
know, what
we'll
are the
do
slots
that.
for other than spine?
We're back to it.
Exactly. Oh, hey, okay. 10 bludgeoning and 21 radiant.
Not bad.
All right.
And I'm gonna do it again.
Go ahead.
For 23 to hit.
Okay.
Another Smitey McSmiterson. That's all
That'll
but
hit.
my level. All but my level 1 spell slots now. All right. That'll be you. 6 bludgeoning and another 21 radiant.
Okay. At this point, for your second attack, Ruma, your first one connected and landed. Now your axe or your hammer just seems to pass through its body.
Oh!
Oh, that was a lot of damage too.
I'm gonna hit him with the old Italian hand.
What else for you, Ruma?
That'll be it. Actually.
Darby.
Thank you for humoring me, Nick.
You're welcome.
Alright. I'm already concentrating on attacks, I suppose. I'll just kind of run up over here, so I'm not as far away, but still like far away.
You're still on the map, Darby?
Yeah, I know, right? I honestly, for most of this combat, I have not been on screen for the stream. I've just been
That sounds about right.
just at the bottom of the map. It
That
doesn't
sounds
matter.
about right.
And I'll just attempt to throw cards at it, I guess.
Go ahead.
And drop my D10 in the process. That is a 14.
That goes wide.
Yep. Figured. Second card though, that should be better, right? That's a natural 20 actually.
Oh!
Wonderful natural 20. The card phases through its
Yep.
body.
Yeah, I was expecting that.
Uh-oh. Is he invincible now?
Sentinel
gotta be
must deal the
Sentinel.
final
Yeah, I'm
blow.
assuming Sentinel has to defeat his inner demon. I'm just rolling because I want to see how much damage it would have done. I mean,
5.
not that much. Not like a crazy.
16.
Rolled a little low. Nah, no,
24.
more than 16.
89.
It was like 4 necrotic and then 15 force. So it was like 20 damage. That's it.
Dr. Watts.
Okay, well,
still
since it's a Sentinel affair, and I don't really need to do anything, I am going to see how far am I away from Sentinel. 20 feet.
Oh, I love this song.
I'm gonna go
Oh, my favorite song.
I was wondering
Listen
when
to
this
it
one would
forever.
come on.
on at a second level science attack.
Second science. Wow.
Bonus action healing shot to Sentinel, which would be 13 altogether
Not bad.
because of my elixir ability. And then I will go down 20. I'll go with 25 to behind Sentinel. Boop. And I will. I can't cast another leveled spell because I used a
No.
bonus action to cast.
Oh, you
a spell.
cannot.
No, you can only use cantrips. If you use the
well-
second spell.
I won't do that. I will just give him a healing potion. A regular potion of healing, because we only have one more greater healing potion. Which will be a 2d4 plus 4. Plus 2, yep. 6. So you get another 6.
That's not bad.
And then I will go
That's like basically at the average.
back over here.
All right. All set, Jamie?
That's everything for me.
Azrael.
I'm going to use my action to panache El Pollo Diablo.
Ooh.
It has to make an insight check, and I have to make a persuasion check. So that's going to be 26.
It gets a 28.
Oh.
Alrighty.
Oh, the panache fails.
And I will yield the rest of my turn then.
El Pollo Diablo turns to Sentinel, and it doesn't do anything.
Yep.
You're up.
Alright, Sentinel. Finish this off, bro.
Here I go.
Say nice things to it.
Yes.
I'll just need one attack.
Okay. This is an 18 to hit.
That will hit. Sentinel, as El Pollo Diablo faces you, you can kind of see almost a reflection of yourself in its eyes, but you don't care. You wind up your fist and you strike it so hard across the face that feathers just burst and explode everywhere, sailing down onto the ground, and El Pollo Diablo is no more. You have conquered your inner demons.
Yes.
And before we lose any more people for the stream,
How long that was going on for.
Way to go, Sentinel.
You did
We
it.
did it.
You did it, bud.
We did it.
Proud of you.
Great job.
I mean,
Alright.
technically I did it, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
I'm
know.
just kidding. I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
but the
I'm
narrative doesn't allow
kidding.
for you.
Arthur shoots Ruma.
Bonus
The-
action, I will move my hex to Ruma. My
The
target has been
darkness that
defeated.
you sensed in the forest has dissipated. Now it just feels like any other old wooded area that you've been in. On the far wall where you entered, the door has reappeared and Crayforce stands there waiting for you. Why don't we go ahead and take a 5-minute break, though,
Yay!
for the
All
end of this
right.
section here.
Break. Everybody.
We are farmers. Fiber back.
Bum ba bum 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 bum.
We're back.
We're here.
Oh,
The intensity of the combat was so much I just had to step away from the computer and just scream the testosterone out of me. So
We were taking bets on whether or not it was to pee or to throw up. So.
it was to pee. It was to
Those
pee.
are the two
Yeah.
options. As we've learned.
never living
Yes,
that one
those are
down.
the two options.
Only two options.
So as the battle is finished up and Crayforce stands there, he steps closer to you, Sentinel, in your big, grand, towering above everyone on its hind legs form. Ah, you have awakened a power that no guardian fowl before has ever seen, but one that we have been told about and knew laid within our order. Congratulations, you are now a true guardian fowl.
Thank you. And as you said, if anything I've learned as a guardian fowl, it's that I can't be one alone. And I've been very thankful that if I can't have you guys here, then I'm glad I have these friends beside me through it all.
A single tear starts coming down Ruma's face.
We originally had sigils that the guardian fowl would wear that would dictate their status. Many of which had been lost to time, palmed, destroyed. So I made you this little pin while you were in your trial. You can show it to people and tell them you're a guardian fowl. And he just hands you this little pin and it says, I completed my guardian fowl challenge and all I got was the stupid pin.
Yes.
That's a very long pin.
Is it like a metal pin?
It is a metal pin.
All right. I'm going to ask Dr.
quality.
Watts to see if he can like weld it to the side of my BKX.
I mean, yeah. I don't need to weld it. I can just glue it on there.
Yeah,
But I can weld it if you want me to weld
Oh
it.
no, he said weld.
Yeah,
He requested
it's-
it to be welded.
Okay, well next time we have some time, I will weld this thing onto your face, friend. Just like but you're never
Anyone
gonna
have
you're not gonna get a job with that on your face. You know that, right?
Yeah, don't go dyeing your feathers now, Sentinel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I gotta get your teenage face, my teenage dirtbag face.
We're gonna have to get you some clear ones for when you have your work.
Does anyone have any comments about Sentinel's new digs?
I think
Wait.
I'm a little confused on.
Oh, wait, is he still in his new digs form?
It hasn't broken rage yet. It won't. It'll drop in a second.
All right, while I can, I'm gonna dap him up.
While I got hands.
Damn me up, bro.
While he does that, you're gonna feel stab as Dr. Watts is like taking a vial of blood from your new form.
You just hear Crayford in the background say, "Family is a strange thing."
Yeah.
At this point, Sentinel, your rage will wear off, and it's almost like a Dragon Ball episode where it just poofs, and then you're just Sentinel again.
It's just smoke.
That's awesome.
Great.
Well.
Oh, interesting to know that it's not permanent.
Yeah.
Now that you are Guardian Fowl, I can show you the innermost area of the sanctum. which I promised I would do if you completed your trial, if you would still wish to see it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, why not?
All right. Crafer leads you out of the chamber back into the inner parts of the sanctum, or the actual sanctum. Gone is the forest, gone is the grass, gone is the kind of night sky and air that felt so real, and you're back inside an ice-cold palace of sorts. However, Crafer leads you down a few flights of stairs towards another door, and upon entering it, you see a far more sterile environment. This room is a strange construction, almost made out of a similar material as a weapon, or it's hard to describe. Metallic in its form.
Can I see what kind of metal it is?
Sure.
I know a lot about elements. That's kind of my whole thing. I'm an alchemist. What would I roll for that, homie?
Good question. You know what, Dr. Watts? I'll just let you go ahead and examine it here.
Investigation.
Ooh.
Like investigation, or you could just do trade intelligence.
Investigation.
Investigation it is.
History.
Haha.
Nature
Not-
actually might not be
Not
that
one, everybody.
Oh.
I have no idea what this is. Never
It
seen
is
It's metal.
It is a strange alloy you've not quite seen before, which is more or less what I was going to describe to you anyway. So it's
works
a
out.
different type of material, Dr. Watts, that you haven't seen before, that doesn't seem to be of this plane.
Interesting. Okay.
It is certainly
So-
metal.
Blue lights filled with glows and sparkles dance up the walls and funnel into a massive well of energy in the ceiling. This well expels its energy down to the floor, where it dissipates into multiple silos, which repeat and rerun up the wall. Within the blue, a human form floats, but you cannot make out the shape or state of the individual. They seem to be asleep. Crayfor looks to you and smiles. This is the greatest of all of the Guardian Fowl truths. Here, Sentinel. It was not to defend the outcomes, it was not to defend the goddess. We were put in place here to protect the heart of the world. This room.
What do you mean the heart of the world?
All of Elyssia funnels through this place. It is what gives it life. It is what sustains it. It is what makes it what it is. It is the original construction created by the outcomes back when they created D1, H2, and so on and so forth.
And you guys protect this place?
That is our job.
And there's a being in there. Or we can see a being inside this tube.
There seems to be one.
Mm,
Can I approach it?
You can approach it, yes, though as you get closer to it, it gives off such a radiant and powerful level of energy that it becomes uncomfortable.
Excuse my misunderstanding if I'm wrong, but is that Kalis?
As in, is the person inside there Kalis?
More or less, yes.
I do not know their name. They have existed before our time, to the first incarnation. I'm unsure who they are. They have always just been, and therefore we have always protected them.
do we recognize it?
The person, you can recognize there's a shape of a person, but you cannot tell who they are.
It's Joel.
Just Joel chilling. Hey
He's
guys.
just, hey, what up? Yeah. That other one of me? That's a simulacrum. Okay. I don't suppose it speaks or interacts.
The only one who could commune with it was Galore, and at one time Peter after he had absorbed Galore's power.
slowly turns to Azrael.
I guess I would approach.
You approach the energy is uncomfortably strange the closer you get.
So nothing from that voice in my head, no.
It does not try to speak to you.
Well, it's not really Galore, so that makes sense.
Yeah, that's
Right.
fine.
Right. I just didn't know if it was after what Galore had a connection with to begin with. because it did say it wanted a body.
Hmm.
So I'm assuming that like if said person were to harm or to befall them, then the world would cease.
That is what we have been led to believe by the Archons. For it's
Doesn't-
their makeup that constructs this place. There has only been one major change to this room after C-19 was created, conducted by Peter after he had absorbed the glow. He did something that changed the fabric of the realm, creating what you refer to as the beckoning. It is a contingency, it seems, though I do not know for what.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
No,
So
it doesn't.
from what you said is Galore is the only being that was ever able to talk to whoever is in this chamber, and then Peter after consuming Galore, and Peter came in here and changed something about our world that created the beckonings and then referred to the beckonings as a contingency for something else that were
Correct.
so contingencies are supposed to like prevent something else.
Yeah,
so
that's the
what could be worse than a beckoning?
him losing.
Yes.
My only thought is maybe it was a contingency for him being defeated rather than.
Yeah.
But you're saying
something
the
else bigger.
beckonings were started here then?
Yes, this is their origin point. The rewrite that Peter seemed to do on the original contingencies are why the beckoning continues, for they have become the new contingency.
And no one has found a way to figure out exactly what he changed and how to
It
change
is-
it back.
It is beyond us and beyond any of the Archons that have visited, and the only clue lies within the map piece within your possession now.
So maybe whatever we find will allow us to either A, communicate with this individual, or B, allow us to manipulate something within them to revert back to the original
Yeah.
design.
Not even Hastir can communicate with this thing.
Only Glow could commune with it. After all, he was the Archon of life and death at one point.
Strange that
So-
the thing that controls the world, essentially, cannot be altered by the Archon of creation.
That's
Well,
what
we've
happens
learned-
when you lock it behind a living being.
We've learned
That's
a
true.
lot through this time that a lot of this stuff is just things that people say and not things that are actually going on. You know, the Guardian Fowls were told to watch this thing, but they don't know what it is or what it does. It seems no different than any other person following the goddess or an Archon or something else. Because they haven't checked or don't do anything with it, they don't know what they're guarding. They don't even know what this is or what it does. The best thing we can do is follow the X on the map and see if we can't get all the pieces together. Someone has to start asking the questions that apparently have been just sitting around for thousands of years.
Yeah. Starting to make me wonder if this map doesn't indeed lead to what is ever is left of Galore.
Yeah, that's what I was
He was
thinking.
the key, and the imposter posed as him in the stone that led us to the first map piece. So it would be kind of a full circle moment if this did lead us back to something along those lines.
So that we would think that'd probably be what's his name, Xanthros. Makes
Oh.
He was
sense.
looking for it.
It makes sense that he would be able to trick people to getting it all together. But he said he wanted to end the beckonings too. But again, people will say whatever they want.
He seemed more or less the guy. The idea behind what he wanted to do was more so less end the beckonings in so fact that beckonings would just be eternal rather than I want to end them and keep the status quo.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for showing us this. This is at least
Well,
partially eye-opening.
If it will help you upon your quest, anything. For that is a duty of a guardian fowl. Oh, and Sentinel, now that you are a guardian fowl, and you have all of our rights and honors of the Order, you are able to summon a great army at some point. If you commune with the Council of Chickens, they will come to your aid.
And how would one do that?
There are ways to communicate with them. Find yourself any place where they dwell, and they will know the secret phrases and codes to get you in contact with them. For chickens, unbeknownst to most of you, are a very high-functioning species.
They sure let us eat them a lot for something that's high functioning.
Yeah.
It's like when Naruto becomes a toad sage.
Yeah. You can summon the big frog. I guess.
Chickens.
I mean, this is open to a lot of questions and inquiries. Whatever happened to Peter? I mean, obviously he was defeated in some regard, but if you were there, you must know what happened to him.
I was killed before that moment, though my spirit was informed that he and Anne killed each other in the final fight. Anne used the last of the power that had been bestowed to her to channel through the Commander Grease, which is what ended the first beckoning and preserved his remains, allowing the Lords of Call to stave off the remaining ones. As for their bodies, I do not believe anyone knows where they went. For Anne's was just gone, and Peter's was taken somewhere else.
Oh. And then when Peter killed Galore, he gained his powers. He absorbed it.
Correct.
I'm sure you probably don't know how that happened. But, if you know anything about how that would have worked.
I am unaware, except that Anne and Peter both had powers that rivaled the Archons, even before Peter began to assume the Archon's powers for himself, as if they'd been granted them by the creators.
Huh. We have no idea where Peter's body is, which is kind of making me think maybe that's what the weapon and the beckonings might be. If he absorbed the powers of Galore, maybe it was taken somewhere secret and safe so that nobody could absorb Galore's power from him. Since Anne would have been dead and couldn't take the power from him that way.
There's one way to find out.
Yeah, need to find it at some point.
I believe that's where we're headed next. I don't think we have any more business here unless, Sentinel, you have anything else you want to ask your brothers and sisters.
I think that is it.
Very well, then. Thank you for your time here at the Sanctum. It was good to see another Guardian Fowl. It was good to see his friends. And your entire group gives me great hope that Kalis will be restored to former glory, free of the beckonings. And I think myself and any of the other Guardian Fowls would be happy to have that happen. He kind of bows to you.
And I bow back as I say, thank you for helping me understand myself a little bit more and my place in the world. Till next time.
It will be sooner than you think, I believe.
I do have one more.
That seems so ominous considering
it's
he's
very
like
ominous.
dead.
Yeah. I just thought
What is your question?
I thought of one more thing. Very not so much helpful for everyone else, but more for me. Gamor, was he ever a part of any of the battles or partake in any of it? Did he ever participate?
The Archons kept themselves distant from such things, though knowing Gamar, I would not be surprised if he did not attempt to influence some things here or there.
Yeah, that's not
After Peter became as powerful as he did, many of the Archons, the ones that remained, decided to hide themselves away in fear that they may be absorbed next.
Kind of funny to think of him as being a coward.
And with that, if there are no other questions,
Got another one?
the party turns and heads up the way that they came, back into the Sanctum of the Guardian Fowl. The final map piece attained, the location of the Dragon Reach Mountains revealed, and the mystery of what is going on in Elyssia or Kalis or C19 continuing. Everyone level up to level 11,
Hey!
and
Nice.
we will end our session there. You guys have completed Act 3 of the game.
Yeah.
I think I finally get my 3rd spell slot.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh.
go! Only took 11 levels. Double check. I think that's correct. I think level 11 is my 3rd slot, and also I get Mystic Arcanum now. Let's go.
Oh, I have improved Divine Smite, so now I always do radiant damage.
Yep. Yeah, now you're
Nice.
always radiant.
Cool. Any
Hey, you don't
questions?
need the magical weapon anymore. It just hits for radiant damage.
There you go.
Yes, sir.